gets revealed, every headline getting peeled, every rumor getting grilled. Hip-hop industry drama, every deal. If it's making noise, then you know I'm in the field. Smoke News TV. I sit back and wait on it, cause the truth always rises when the smoke starts clearing. Smoke News TV. We back in the building, breaking down the latest. Every story got layers, everybody got opinions. I'ma do the homework first, looking past the captions, digging deeper than the surface. Cause every viral headline don't determine what the truth is. Beef, contracts, albums, interviews. Who's making power moves, who's just chasing views. Some call it gossip, I call it research. Connecting every dot before I give my first words. If it's solid, I'ma say it. If it's weak, I'ma call it. If I catch somebody moving funny, that's nasty work. Close Smoke News TV. We back in the bill. Smoke News TV. We back. No bias over here, I just call what I see. Whether legends or the rookies, everybody gets reviewed. Culture over clout, that's the code I live by. Every episode, another conversation amplified. So yo, if you're rocking with the movement, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and hype your boy up. Every time the smoke rises, you already know where to pull up. Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Yeah. This is Smoke News TV.
Come on, smash that like button.
We back in the building. Let's get.
Hold up. So we ain't smashing no like button. We're just gonna sit at 19 likes. This is what we doing tonight, gang. Nah. Hold up. We starting off bad already. Yeah, I'm kind of anti up. Yeah, you see the energy. Yeah, the energy is up. Y'all better go get that damn Zaza. Go get that cup. Go pour you a little bit of cognac, Patron, whatever you drinking, vodka, whatever. Listen, underage kids, don't do this. This is for adults. So let's continue. Smash that like button, man. Stop playing with us up here. Smash that like button, gang.
Smoke News TV, where the truth gets revealed. Every headline getting peeled, every rumor getting grilled. Hip-hop industry drama, every deal. If it's making noise, then you know I'm in the field. Smoke News TV. I sit back and wait on it, cause the truth always rises when the smoke starts clearing. Smoke News TV. We back in the building, breaking down the latest. Every story got layers, everybody got opinions. I'ma do the homework first, looking past the captions, digging deeper than the surface. Cause every viral headline don't determine what the truth is. Beef, contracts, albums, interviews. Who's making power moves, who's just chasing views. Some call it gossip, I call it research. Connecting every dot before I give my first words. If it's solid, I'ma say it. If it's weak, I'ma call it. If I catch somebody moving funny, that's nasty work. Close Smoke News TV. We back in the bill. Smoke News TV. We back in the. No bias over here, I just call what I see. Whether legends or the rookies, everybody gets reviewed. Culture over clout, that's the code I live by. Every episode, another conversation amplified. So yo, if you're rocking with the movement, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and hype your boy up. Every time the smoke rises, you already know where to pull up. Smoke News TV. We back in the building.
We back, gang. What's going on out there? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Share the video, man. Y'all know what's going on. We gotta do all that. Share the video too. Do all that. I got shit on my shirt. What the hell is this on my shirt, man? What's good, gang? How y'all feeling? Yeah, you know Keefy D, man. Listen, man. Keefy D. Before I even start my content, rest in peace to Tupac. Keefy D. Ain't nobody tell you to start lying and try to make money out of Tupac. Now your ass getting smoked and now you the downfall. That part. Good luck, Keefy D. That's all I gotta say. Good luck, nigga. Justice for Pop, finally, after 35 years and shit, right? Shit took long as hell. Yeah, Dirk, here another one. That nigga cooked. But anyway, how everybody feeling today? Go check my Dirk video. If anybody want to check the Dirk video, I did a video about that too. No, I mean, go check that out. Some strange reason, a lot of people don't like Dirk on my side. I don't know. People be like, they skip that shit. They're like, man, we don't want to hear Dirk, man. Everybody else, I get good views when I do videos, but every time I do a Dirk video, man, them views be terrible. They be like, man, Smoke, we tired. We don't want to hear Dirk, man. We'll go to the Midwest podcast niggas to hear that shit. Shout out to my niggas up in the Midwest. They doing their channels up there, man. They know who they is. Shout out to Ohio, man. Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to the whole mid, man. How y'all feeling today? What's going on? How y'all feeling tonight, man? Shout out to the DMV. You already know. Shout out to K-Bop, man. Shout out to the DMV, man. I see you in there. I see you in the chat. Smash that like button while y'all coming in. We got what? 47 likes, 87 people coming in. We're gonna let the people come in. Yeah, we on the Nolan Wells case. We got a mysterious effing witness. I don't know who the hell she is. I don't know if she's a he or she. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm thinking, hold, let me guess. Oh, it's Katie, right? Oh, that's the mysterious witness. The female Katie that we've been hearing throughout this whole goddamn case. I don't know. We're gonna go through all that also. And we got a case we gotta talk about, man. Now, my condolences going out to Alisa Goods. She's from New York. She's a grandma, 63-year-old woman. She usually traveled to Las Vegas a lot. She does a lot of traveling back and forth. Know what I mean? Basically, she's a retired woman, so she do what she do. But some strange reason, she went to Las Vegas. She's been missing for 10 days. It's all over the news. Her family going crazy. They on every platform in New York on the news. I mean, it's all over. It's starting to hit on the internet now. So we're gonna try to bring some awareness to this one. I mean, to this beautiful grandma, this beautiful sister. I mean, because we don't know where she at. The only thing they saying, she went down there to go see a friend. We got our friend on one of the news clips. His name is Roger. Hey, Roger, I hope you watching. Yeah, you see her thumbnail, right? I hope you watching, Roger, and I hope you telling the goddamn truth. Because this lady came to your house, left the house, went to CVS, according to you, and never came back. Okay, Roger. All right. So we're going to talk about that first before we get to the Nolan Wells. We're going to bring some awareness to this family because obviously, man, this family, they going through it right now, man. This lady got grandkids, man. She ain't one of them old. I mean, she's a healthy woman. She like to dance. Her legs are moving. Everything moving about this woman. High energy, everything. And for her to disappear that way, oh, no, it's something strange about that. And the lady don't drive. They got the nerve to actually text the family with her phone and pretend that she was her and try to ask, man, this is a bugged out story, what I'm about to bring y'all, man. My condolences go to the Goods family, man. We're gonna bring some awareness to this, man. We're gonna find out what happened to y'all mother, y'all grandmother, man. Cause she's from New York too. That's another thing, know what I mean? For real, man. But yeah, we got a couple things we're gonna talk about, man. We gotta update the Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony obviously got a new trial coming up. God working mysterious ways, right? I'm trying to tell you, they got rid of that bum ass slime ball judge of there who slimed them out throughout that trial. They got Roach out of there. See you, Roach, because we already know you was working with them anyway from the beginning. You did Carmelo dirty, so now we got free Carmelo back. Yeah, he on the and he got some high class lawyers too, and they handled that shit in 1 hour. They gave him 1 hour to convince the people they went to, I guess they went to go to the judge and all that to get this judge out of there. By 1 hour, them lawyers, they convinced everybody that was in there, we need a new judge. Got Roach ass out of there. Hot niggas see ya. Cause you did Carmelo dirty, man. Straight up. And we all watched that trial. Shit, I got stories on that too. Know what I mean? And I don't wish death on nobody. Condolences to the Metcalf family, whatever. Know what I mean? Cause we don't condone no violence or no death over here. We don't do that. But what's right is right, wrong is wrong. We're gonna see how we call it. And we already know how that shit was with the Carmelo. Shit, come on now. Smash that like button while y'all coming in the building. We got over 100 people in the building so far. We only got 63 likes. Come on, stop playing with me, gang. Smash that like button. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to all my moms. Shout out to Dante. Shout out to Glenn Simpson. I see y'all. Shout out to Malik Shabazz. I ain't see you in a minute, Malik. What's good? Shout out to Classy. I see you. Shout out to Sugar Mama Man. I see you. Shout out to Michael Parker. I see you. Shout out to Jay Good. Shout out to Southside. I see y'all. I see y'all in the building. Shout out to Tails. I see you, Tails. You know, you pop up every, 3 months, Tails? Come on, where you been at? She said, I live in Vegas. First time hearing this Alisa story. What? Nah, you got to be shitting me. Are you serious, Tails? This your first time? Yo, she been missing for 10 days. You know why this your first time? Because I'm going to say everything I say on this video is alleged. But according to her parents, according to the family, they been trying to contact, look, they down there right now as we speak. But Las Vegas department saying that, oh, this ain't the main priority. We ain't got to worry about this. This is what they told the family, that they got to wait. They got to wait. This a grandmother and a mother, 63-year-old woman missing down there, and they told these people up in New York and New Jersey they got to wait. This some foul shit, man. Some foul shit. You said all news talk about is Tupac. I can see that, Tails. I can see that. I can see that. Shout out to Letitia, man, for the $10 cash app. Shout out to Letitia for the $10 cash app. Y'all want to support the channel, man, do me a favor. We got the Super Tap, we got the cash app, and we also got the membership. Grab your membership. Join Team Smoke. Join Team Smoke. We got the Super Tap, we got the cash app in the banner. Support the channel. Share the video, and definitely hype your boy up and like the video also. Yeah, I can see that's happening. The only thing they talking about down there is the Tupac trial. When they got a whole lady missing down there for 10 days. Oh, that's why we here for. Come on, we got over 140-some people in the building. We only got 70 likes. We ain't gonna be screaming all night tonight, gang. We got to get 100 likes. Come on, let's get 100 likes, gang. Let's get this cop right out the way, man. By the time we hit them 100 likes, man, we on the road. Come on. She said Vegas system sucks. I live out there. A lot of people saying Vegas took. Well, look at the Tupac shit. Shit, it took 37 goddamn years to try to figure that case out. So we all know Vegas system sucked down there. Like, that'll tell you. So Vegas, law enforcement, y'all suck since 1996. Yeah, it took y'all this long to goddamn convict somebody on a Tupac murder trial, which we don't even care about now. Everybody old. Niggas down there can't even walk on the stand. You got Reggie White up there on a wheelchair and shit. Like, man, nobody want to watch that old ass trial, man. That trial old as hell, man. That's why I haven't been covering. That shit is old. It's about Suda. It's a lot of lies involved in that shit. The same people that got on the stand, Reggie ass set that whole shit up. That part. What are we talking about? Allegedly. And Reggie, you know I'm right. Because choke no joke be on your neck, nigga. Gene Dill be on your neck. Everybody be on your neck, nigga. Because we all know you had something to do with that shit that night. You was the head security boss, nigga. Second in command, nigga. And you up there on a wheelchair. Listen, God bless you. Your health is good. Because like I said, man, everybody's health got to be good. So God bless your health is good, Reggie. But for you to get on that stand, and I watched Reggie. I watched Reggie White stand. It was about, 30 minutes he took the stand, almost close to 40 minutes. I stood there and watched that whole shit. I said, man, this man lying out his ass, man. Pause. I said, listen, you lying out your rabbit ass, nigga. Pause. He lied, bro. That's all them niggas was doing up there was lying, nigga. That's why I said I can't take it. As a Tupac fan, as a youngster that been watching Tupac since I was a kid, and we've been waiting for this shit to happen since 20, 30 years ago to find out the truth about Tupac and Biggie. You think I want to know that shit now in my 40s? And them niggas down there in their 60s. You got Mob James up there. He old as hell. Shout out to Mob James. Know what I mean? He old as hell up there. Talking about, I don't want to put Keefy in jail. I'm old. I'm a grandpa. I'm trying to show my grandkids the right way. That's why I said that shit was a waste of time. That shit was a waste of time. These niggas is old men, man. Half of these niggas can't even remember what the hell happened back in 1996. Come on, man. Pardon me for getting Annie up on the Tupac trial, but we're going to get this shit out the way because that's the only reason I haven't been watching that shit. That shit is old. It's washed up. Nobody don't want to watch that old ass shit. These motherfuckers call me any type of night. That shit be bugged out, boy. Anyway, god damn. Nobody want to watch that shit. Plain and simple. Niggas is old. Niggas is lying. Tupac probably might be alive. You know what I mean? We don't even know. That's a whole nother shit. Let's get 10 more likes, man. Shout out to Yolanda over there on Kick. Oh yeah, make sure y'all follow me on Kick, man. Follow me on Kick also. One of my moms will put the Kick. They'll put the link in Kick. They'll put it in the chat. Follow me on Kick if y'all rocking over there, because we will be going on Kick soon. Oh yeah, when that GT6 drop, oh yeah, I'm gonna be gaming over there. So I advise y'all to come holler at me on Kick. We're gonna be doing entertainment, gaming over there, talking mad shit while we playing the game. So all my fellas that's rocking on that GT6, do me a favor. Rock with your boy on Kick, or we'll be over there. Yeah, that shit come out in November. Yeah, I want some of that money too, that part. Yeah, we streaming over there, nigga. And I want everybody to join me. Yeah, we all gonna be teaming up over there on GT6. So make sure y'all follow me over there, man. Reggie act bad today. Yeah, he terrible. That's why I said Reggie a piece of. He know what he doing, man. He up there acting like a mom, man. That nigga get the whole goddamn. He get a whole reward for that shit, man. What he was doing up there, Reggie bugged out, man. Lying ass nigga up there. Pardon my language, lying his ass off up there on that stand. Let's get 3 more lights, gang. Let's get this copyright out the way so we can start this. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that we speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. Let's get them likes up, gang. Come on, because we got to put some awareness to Alisa Goods, man. We got to bring some awareness to that. Yeah, Dante, man, we old as hell watching that Tupac trial, man. Niggas, man, I ain't got time to be watching that old ass shit. All them old dudes up there lying about that whole scenario that happened back in 1996. Half of them can't even remember what the hell happened, to be honest. Niggas is lying, man. Let's get to this, man. Let's get to Alisa Goods, though, man. Let's bring some awareness to her family. She traveled to Las Vegas to go visit, and she never made it back. And this lady been missing for 10 days. And she's from the East Coast. She's from New York. And her family is very worried. It's a grandmother. It's a mother. She's 63 years old, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Y'all already know the vibes.
Miles from home.
I am hoping to God.
Frantic search for a mother missing thousands of miles from home.
I am hoping to God for the best, but my heart can't take what it could be, which is the worst.
It's been more than a week since anyone's seen 63-year-old Alisa Goods, a grandmother of 5. Goods' family says she was visiting a longtime friend in Las Vegas from New York. That friend told her family she left his apartment on August 8th to catch a bus to a nearby CVS, but never came back.
We're at day number 9, and we still don't know where she is. We still don't know if she's okay.
She was reported missing on August 10th. 4 days later, her family says they started getting these messages from her phone asking for help, gas money, even Bitcoin.
I said, what do you need gas for the car? My aunt does not drive. There is no car. And they said, send it Cash App, Bitcoin. If they have her phone, there's a possibility that they have her. I want to know that she's okay and that she is alive.
Emotional, scared, and desperate for answers, her daughter Kristen is flying to.
Who the hell asked for Bitcoins? Exactly, on Pretty VA. Who the hell actually said Bitcoins? That's suspect. That's what I said. When I first heard this story, I said, who the hell asked for Bitcoins? You know, you're going to want Cash App, money wired or something like that. But Bitcoins? And you think your goofy ass going to get away? All right. Let's continue, man.
Today.
Alive.
Emotional, scared, and desperate for answers, her daughter Kristen is flying to Vegas today.
She is still out there, and we're looking for her. We want her home. We want her back.
Oh, wow. So, Nicole, what are police saying? I mean, where are they in all this?
Well, Tony, they're, of course, asking anyone with information to contact them, but you can clearly tell that her family fears she is in serious danger. They have already checked in with local Vegas hospitals, jails, even the coroner's office there, but so far, nothing. Tony?
It's been 10 days. It's been 10 days. Where is she?
It's been 10 days since the family of Alisa Goods has seen her absolutely radiant smile, heard her energetic voice. 10 days of utter anxiety and anguish.
I don't know anymore. You know, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
The close-knit family holding it together after the fit and full of life 63-year-old went missing in Las Vegas. They say she was staying with a good friend who told them Goods left the house to go to CVS on Saturday, August 8th and never came back.
My Aunt Janelle told him, you need to file a missing persons report. It took him 2 days to file that report. 2 days from him filing that report, it took 4 days for it to fall in the lap of a detective.
But when the family finally spoke with a detective from the Las Vegas PD, they say they got nowhere.
Reaching out to the detective only for her to tell me my aunt wasn't a priority. When she reached out to me this past Sunday, she kind of doubled down on that to let me know, listen, she is not a priority. And I just can't understand it.
You know why? Who in the building? Tails. Like Tails said she down there. She said she didn't even see this shit because everything is all about the Tupac. You down in Las Vegas, man, everything on the news is Tupac trial, Tupac trial, Tupac trial. They probably not even giving this too much light on their news, on their local news. But lucky for the family, they pushing this. They all over the local news in the East Coast. I mean, they ABC, NBC, CBS, they all over the place. They trying to find out. And they down in Vegas right now. But Las Vegas Law Department did not proceed with the information they got from the family. They didn't do nothing. They sitting back in the goddamn office drinking coffee and eating goddamn donuts watching the Tupac trial. That's what they doing down there. Yeah. Hold up. Let me put y'all on the spot, Las Vegas Law Department. What the hell is y'all doing down there? You got a woman missing for 10 days. Information's coming to the table. Oh, let me guess. Y'all watching the Tupac trial? Eating them goddamn Dunkin' Donuts or jelly donuts and Boston cream, huh? If y'all don't get y'all fat asses up and go look for this woman and go look for them other people missing in Las Vegas, y'all terrible, man. This lady been missing for 10 days, and you telling me, oh, yeah, they ain't a problem over here because y'all over there drinking coffee and watching the goddamn Tupac trial. That's what y'all doing down there. Y'all should be a goddamn shame of yourself down there, that law enforcement. What's wrong with y'all, man? What else y'all doing? Riding around? No, y'all watching the Tupac trial and all y'all gathering gossiping. That's all y'all doing. Some of y'all wasn't even born when Tupac passed away. So for y'all little whipping little snappers on the law enforcement, y'all little rookies, y'all little punkin', go do your goddamn job. Because some of y'all wasn't even born in 1996. And if y'all was just born. So you ain't got no reason to be sitting around talking about no Tupac trial. So for y'all little whip a little snap ass behind the ears, go do your goddamn job down there in Las Vegas. That's what y'all need to do. And for y'all old fat asses that sitting in the chair eating donuts and drinking coffee and watching Tupac trial, I already know that's what y'all doing. Y'all about to retire. Because half of y'all probably was around that time, y'all old asses. Pardon my language, but sometimes I get a little temper sometimes and I gotta let it go. Because that's no reason why these other news should be on. No, it's because of the Tupac trial. Like I said, nobody want to see these old on the stand. They stuttering, they got health conditions, they got memory loss from 1996. I can't believe these dudes that's taking the stand on Tupac. But what y'all could do is go find Alisa Goods that's missing down there in y'all city for 10 days. That's what y'all could do. That's what y'all could do, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. That shit don't make no sense, man. Smash that like button. How many likes we got? How the hell we only got 113 likes? We got 200 some people in the building. Come on, gang. Let's get them likes up. Come on. Y'all gonna, I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna pass out one day. Boom. They're gonna be like, yo, Smoke, where you at? Yeah, y'all got me screaming likes all day. Y'all got me saying likes in my sleep. Yo, smash the like button. Like, come on, gang. What we doing out here? What we doing out here, man? It's hump day today. I know y'all got that little drink. Y'all chilling now, man. Smash that like button. It's the middle of the week. Y'all about to be off this week. Friday there. Y'all about to get paid. I know the vibes. Some of y'all in the kitchen probably cooking that shit up right now, nah, man. Homie sitting back in the kitchen, the living room smoking like, man, smoke. If you don't hurry up and talk, nigga. Shout out to all my homies watching like, man, this nigga talk too goddamn much. Shout out to all the homies, man. You know I rock with y'all niggas. She said, this is a senior citizen Tupac trial. Hey, yo, who said that? 304 hitter, yo, you shout out. Hey, yo, that's exactly what it is. A senior citizen Tupac trial. 304 hitter could have said no better. They got memory loss. They got health conditions. They all effed up on that stand. These niggas can't remember nothing from 1996. Y'all got to be shitting me. Come on, man. Let's continue, man. Let's get to this Alisa on goods, man. Let's finish this off. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. She said, it's happy hour. I know that's right. You already know the vibes, Miss Special. I knew your ass was watching. Yeah, pour that shit in there. Where y'all at, man? Smash that like button for the new people that's coming in. We got 120 likes. We should have had about 150 likes. Oh, we doing one of these tonight, huh? Hold up. Tight-knit, light community. That's what we... If y'all don't snap that tight-knit, light community shit out, come on, man. For the people that just watching. I don't like him. I don't like the way he smile. I ain't hearing no like. Well, hit the dislike then. I'll take the dislike button. How about that? I still get credit for the dislike. So do me a favor. Hit the dislike or hit the like button. I don't want to hit the like button. I don't like the way he look. Well, get your goofy ass out of here. Then. That's all I'm saying. So, man, we over here vibing, man. I used to be one of them people like, man, I ain't hitting that like button. I don't like the way that nigga look. I go to a whole nother live, nigga. So I was a troll, man. I told y'all. I was a troll 6, 7 years ago. I used to be right in that chat. Yeah, I was one of them. Let's start there. But let's continue with Alisa on goods, man. Let's bring some awareness to this, man. Smash that like button, man. Let's get to 150 likes. Do me that favor. We just started.
How could a person not a priority? And I just can't understand it. How could a person go missing in your city while visiting on vacation and she not be a priority?
And while waiting to hear back about the investigation, Calloway has been calling her aunt's cell phone.
So I called her again and someone picked up, but they didn't say anything. Then they hung up.
That was last Wednesday. The person on the other side hung up and then started texting Calloway, identifying themselves as Alisa and asking for Bitcoin, writing, "You didn't send the money. You said you did." Calloway at one point writing back, "Video call me." The person on the other end responding, "Send the money so I can get my phone fixed and I'll call you."
We want to find her. We want to find her well and live. We want her home.
Suspicious. An East Coast family says they began receiving suspicious text messages asking for money after their loved one was reported.
That's what I don't understand neither. How they can't track the phone. But see, the only way they could track the phone, they probably turn the location off, all that, as far as the family. So now they got to go to the authority to try to find out where the hell the phone at and who this person behind the phone. Because once you turn that location off or anything else on that phone, if they phone experience, nowadays, these young, between, I want to say between 18 to 35 right now in this era, they know about these phones. Between 18 to 30, they know about these phones. So once you turn that location off and all that, and now you got this lady somewhere that obviously her family's trying to find her, now they looking towards the authority because now the authority got to find out where this lady at, how can we track this phone? This shit doesn't make no sense to me. This lady been missing for 10 days. By the time they try to track this lady, not for nothing, God forbid, it might be too goddamn late. Come on, man. How the hell y'all ain't gonna take this case serious? These people are actually sending them text messages. They talking about they want money. They talking about they want Bitcoins. They talking about Cash App, anything possible. Come on, man. Nah, man, this is nasty work. And this shit happened in Las Vegas. And we're gonna get to the punk ass friend. His name is Roger. For some strange reason, I don't believe his ass. But they about to show him pretty soon, though. Let's get back to the news. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man.
here in Las Vegas last week. 63-year-old Alisa Goods has not been seen since she left her friend's Central Valley apartment to go to the store on August 8th. Erin Ariano is live in the newsroom after speaking with her friend and family who are just desperate to bring her home.
Goods has concerned family in New York and New Jersey and say she visits Las Vegas often. The text messages they're receiving from her phone number has them worried.
She's like a superstar. People gravitate towards her. She lights up any room she walks in.
Alana Calloway, Goods' niece, says she's unable to eat or sleep, desperate to find out what happened or sleep. She's unable to eat.
Lights up any room.
Has them worried.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. You know we gotta call it how we see it. I just seen somebody in the chat. That's out to Raymond. Raymond caught that shit too. If you don't get your goofy ass mustache ass. Talking about, honey, do I look good today with this mustache? No, you don't. Nigga, you look terrible with that mustache. Listen, I'm bombing on anybody from Las Vegas. The law enforcement, the news report, because y'all playing a sloppy job with this case. So now we're going to talk about that news report mustache. Yeah, that nigga looking like Super Mario. Nigga looking like an old-ass Luigi out there. You looking like you make pizza, nigga, and you trying to make pizza. You can't even perfect that shit. Like, if you don't, you looking like a fake Italian. That nigga look crazy. Nah, Raymond started. Raymond caught that shit too. Shout out to my man Raymond in the chat. He said, man, I don't like that mustache. I caught that shit. I said, hold up, I don't like that shit either, champ. Yeah, we're going to call it how we see it now. If you don't get your Super Mario looking ass out of here with that mustache. And it looked like you sucked when you played it when you was a little kid. You probably wasn't even good at Super Mario. You fake Italian piece of making. You fake little greeny lasagna eating ass. If you don't get your bootleg Italian looking ass out of here, man. Somebody said Mamma Mia. Hey, yo. Oh, shit. Nah, where Raymond at? We bombing on this dude. That nigga Raymond said, oh, I don't like his mustache. I don't like it either, champ. That shit look horrible. That nigga look like he smoked Zaza all day. Let's get to that. Talking about, dude, his mustache look great on me. Hell no. Whoever you told that to, they lie in front of your face, boy. They lied to you, man. They lied to you, man. Let me tell you something, Luigi. Let me tell you something on Super Mario, Luigi. Whoever told you that mustache, it's a good fit for you, they absolutely lied to you, buddy. I'm being honest. That shit look horrible. You need to go look at your barber and stop paying that $120 cut. Because that $120 edge up, that shape up ain't doing it right now. He probably paying $120 for that shit, too. You getting robbed, man. How the hell you going to have a mustache with no beard? Oh, shit, man. Hey, yo, let's continue, though, man. Y'all bugged out. Nah, somebody brung this up. I caught that. We're going to call it how we see it, man. That nigga look like he eat mad pizza, can't make pizza, though, huh? Let's continue. Fake ass Italian.
She's like a superstar. People gravitate towards her. She lights up any room she walks in.
Alana Calloway, Goods' niece, says she's unable to eat or sleep, desperate to find out what happened to her aunt.
This is not like her to just go missing. You know, she has a family that loves her, cares about her.
Goods was staying with her friend, Roger John, near Tropicana.
So peep this out. I want y'all to pick this dude out, right? This is a so-called friend, I guess. I guess this is a spot that she was staying at, and this is what he got to say. It's just something about Roger. I don't know.
Maryland, when he's staying with her.
About her.
Goods was staying with her friend, Roger John, near Tropicana in Maryland, when he says she left on August 8th around 12:48 p.m. to the CVS on Paradise and Harmon, a little more than a mile away. But she never came back.
And I was like, she should have been home already. But I didn't think much of it because sometimes.
Nah, Roger. If you don't get your goofy ass out of here too, you got about once. You ain't got no summers left. Hold up, we're gonna let Roger talk because I got a feeling Roger know what the hell Alisa at. There ain't nowhere in the world you don't know what Alisa at. She ain't call you, she ain't do nothing. But we're gonna let Roger talk, and then we're gonna talk about his goddamn half a summer he got left of that edge up. You need to get that edge up because you lying. Let's start there. Got that terrible ass edge up. You over here lying, don't act like you don't know what Alisa at, and that's your friend. She was staying with you. How the hell you don't know where she at? She left at 12 something p.m. p.m. mean, what's that, afternoon? We ain't talking a.m. It'd be different if it was 12:48 a.m. going 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, that's third shift. She's jumping on the bus going to go to CV. That's different. This lady left in the afternoon and she disappeared. Make it make sense. What's your goddamn terrible nigga? You ain't got no summers left. What's your nappy ass shape up? If you don't get your ass out of here, this the guy Roger right here. Yeah, this the guy Roger that she actually went down there, stood, and next thing you know, Alisa took a trip to CVS and she never came back. And Roger act like he don't know nothing. But she's staying at your crib and everything though, huh? Look at him. He ain't got no summers left. Look at his edge up. That shit nappy edge up everything. That boy look terrible. I'm gonna let him talk though. We're gonna bomb on him because I got a feeling he lying. And shout out to the Goods family because I think they know he lying too, to be honest. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to apologize. But I ain't gonna apologize about that. You ain't got no summers left. You ain't got no summers left. Give that shit up. I ain't apologizing about that. Somebody say he got a Jewish headline. That nigga got a "I'll be back to Africa" headline. That nigga got an Africa headline. Let's get to this weird dude talking like he don't know where his friend Alisa at. I don't believe you, Roger.
She go.
A little more in Maryland. Aunt.
This lights up.
And to her aunt.
This is not like her to just go missing. You know, she has a family that loves her, cares about her.
Goods was staying with her friend, Roger John, near Tropicana in Maryland, when he says she left on August 8th around 12:48 p.m. to the CVS on Paradise and Harmon, a little more than a mile away. But she never came back.
And I was like, she should have been home already. But I didn't think much of it because sometimes, you know, she go out and she shop, she stays out. And I kept texting and calling and texting and calling.
John says he contacted her family and then Metro Police to file a missing persons report. 5 days later, the family receives the.
But remember when her niece said, now remember the first news clip I played y'all? When her niece, one of her family relatives said that Roger took 2 days to report her missing. Roger, no summer edge up as why you take 2 days to report your friend missing. Her niece said it. Her niece said that when y'all was on the phone. She said, what is you doing? Report her missing. You took 2 days to report that lady missing. Talk about, y'all, she used to doing that. She used to going shopping and all this. Not with that goddamn edge up you got. You know what the hell happened. I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. You lying, Roger. Why you waited 2 days? Now I understand it takes 24 hours to fill out a report. But you damn near took a whole nother day. You really thought she was mingling in Kumbaya out there in Vegas and she ain't contact you for a day and a half? Make it make sense. That's mad sus. Exactly, Liddy. That's mad sus, Liddy. Come on, we ain't stupid over. That's why I said we're gonna bring some awareness to this. Because Mr. Roger over here with the edge up, hold up, with no summers left, he wanna act like he don't know nothing. Yeah, you ain't got no summers left. Your collar is terrible. You looking like you struggling. Yeah, you might needed some money. You probably know that Lisa. You probably know that your friend Alisa probably got some money in her bank and all that. Who is we to know? Who is we to know? Who is we to know? Roger John. You know you from. Come on, bro. Make it make sense, man. What's your no summer ass, man? If you don't get that edge up out of here, bro. Nigga got more forehead than body. That nigga head look like he got all the answers. That nigga Roger head look like he got all. I got all the answers. I bet you do got all the answers with your no edge up ass, no summer. Got a nigga look like you got an onion head, nigga. You ain't even got a potato head, nigga. Hey yo, shout out to my boy on Rock, man, for the $5 cash app. Shout out to my boy Rock for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that, Rock. Anybody else want to support the channel? We got the cash app and the banner, and we also got the super chat, and we got the membership, man. Join Team Smoke, get your membership. That nigga look like he got all the answers up there. Y'all bet you do, huh, Roger? Look at that nigga edge up, man. You can tell he don't get no shape up. He do all that shit on his own. Every time you look in that mirror, nigga, you pushing your shit back further and further. That nigga got a heart attack edge up, nigga. That shit gone, nigga. That nigga be going to go see his local poppy, nigga. That nigga don't know no English. Pushing that shit back. Talk about poppy. I want a nice edge up. You ain't got no edge up, no summers. You a lying ass dude because we know for a fact that you know where Alisa at. And we just heard the news report when her niece and them said that it took you 2 days to report her missing. And they screamed on you. She clearly said on the phone and the news reporter that she clearly told you, why are you waiting this long to report my aunt missing? Hello. We just played that in the beginning of the show. So, Mr. I ain't got no summers left. Mr. I got all the answers up there with your big ass head. You're lying. You're lying, brother. You looking like looking like a low budget. He looking like a low budget security. That's what he looking like. Nah, I'm trying to think of this rapper. He look like this rapper. I can't get this name out though. Pause, man. Trying to put them glasses on and make it seem like he's smart. Yeah, I bet you is smart, huh? Goofy ass.
John
Much of it, because
to the CB.
To just go missing. You know, she has a family that loves her, cares about her.
Goods was staying with her friend, Roger John, near Tropicana in Maryland.
I want y'all to pay attention. She's staying with her friend, Roger. Now, this is not the first time she came. Now, I guess Roger, he lived in Vegas, whatever. Like her niece said, she went there. I mean, she goes there a couple times. So I'm starting to think, did she meet somebody out there without telling Roger? Did she meet somebody online or date? Because not for nothing, respectfully. Let me throw this in the air. Respectfully. Now, this is respectfully to the Goods family that's out there. Y'all got to look a little deeper to understand that their auntie meet somebody out there on a dating site. Maybe that's possible. You from the East Coast. You got a friend that's from Vegas. Maybe you might have been on a little dating site, kumbaya for the few months. You letting that person know, I got a friend out there. I'm going to take a trip out there. You got to think about this. It's an older woman. She ain't got no babies. She ain't got none of that shit. She's a free woman. She could travel. And you heard her niece. She like to travel. So she be bouncing around sometime when she got time. But did she meet somebody out there without this goofy ass not knowing? I don't know. I might be wrong, but some strange reason, I find them kind of strange to report her damn near 2 days later. Not 24 hours, damn near 24 hours and some change. Damn near a whole 2 days. What is you doing, Roger? So now I'm second guessing, like, okay, maybe she might have met somebody on a dating site or something like that without you knowing. That's possible. That's possible. People meet people nowadays and they be the wrong people. The next thing you know, we never see their ass again. That's why I be telling ladies, man, be careful out there. Fellas, too, because niggas be getting backdoor, too. Don't get it twisted. You pull up in the spot, swear you getting some poom poom, nigga. You got 2 niggas behind that door, nigga, laying your ass down. Got to be careful, man. Somebody say Roger got the bank car. Doesn't make sense. There's 112 outside. Ain't nobody walking. I was about to ask you, Tells, you from down there. Break that shit down. Because he left around, what, 12:40, 48 p.m. So we talking about afternoon. And I don't know if you know where that CVS. I'm not from out there. You get what I'm saying? So, but Tell said it doesn't make sense. It's 112 outside. Ain't nobody walking that long walk from Maryland to Paradise for a CVS. They have a 7-Eleven on every corner. Roger said she took the bus, Tells. Oh, you ain't hear him? He said, yeah, she took the bus. We about to get to that right now. He said she took the bus. So Roger might be, I don't know. Roger looking real suspicious, man. Let's get to Roger, though. Let's finish this little goofy ass no summer edge up. You might as well go ball, to be honest.
And he says,
Like her, to just go missing. She has a family that loves her, cares about her.
Goods was staying with her friend.
Hold up, I had to pause it there. Somebody said, why would she take a bus when you got Uber, Lyft, Waymo? You do got a point on that. The bus is terrible for that. This shit happened. Dating sites translate. Organ doing. I hear you, E. You know E go deep. I be on that same page E be on. Let's continue though.
John near Tropicana and
She has a family that is not like her, to just go missing. She has a family that loves her, cares about her.
Goods was staying with her friend, Roger John, near Tropicana in Maryland. And he says she left on August 8th around 12:48 p.m. to the CVS on Paradise and Harmon, a little more than a mile away. But she never came back.
And I was like, she should have been home already. But I didn't think much of it because sometimes, she go out and she shops, she stays out. And I kept texting and calling and texting and calling.
John says he contacted her family and then Metro Police to file a missing persons report. 5 days later, the family receives these bizarre texts from her phone asking for money and Bitcoin transfers. Alana quizzing them to see if it was really her aunt.
I said, hey, could you call me back? Something happened to mommy. It's an emergency. And I kind of went on and on trying to get the person to actually call me. But they kept, putting it off.
The family, stunned and worried by the messages they're reading, say they're waiting for updates from Metro Police.
So I don't understand.
John says he's also baffled. Friends for years, he often lets Goods crash at his place during her Vegas visits.
Listen, I'm not accusing Mr. Roger from Community, whatever. Mr. No Summer over here. I'm not accusing him. But you just heard him. Usually he let her crash out over there often when she come to visit Vegas. So now that's my second thing. Did she meet somebody out there on a dating site? Did she meet somebody out there previously when she was out there? Was she off and on in a relationship out there? Mr. Roger, you should know this shit. She crashed out at your goddamn house every time auntie come out there. She don't book a hotel, nigga. She's saving money. She gonna be like, man, I'm crashing at Roger house, nigga. That part. So you should know what's been going on. I'm not saying you ain't got to know all her business. But for a lady to step away, that's giving me vibes that she met somebody out there. Or Mr. Roger no more, or Mr. Roger over here, no summer edge up. He know more than what the hell he's telling us. Because I don't know, man. That's kind of strange how a lady just leave, go to CVS, and then she go missing for 10 days. And Tells, like everybody say, y'all got to remember, she didn't leave 12 in the morning. We're talking 12:48 in the afternoon. We talking afternoon, early afternoon when the morning just went down. And she just disappeared. Nah, Mr. Roger lying with his ugly ass. Let's continue. Oh, man, how many likes we got, man? Hell no. Come on, smash that like button, gang. Let's get 200 likes. Come on, gang. We over here talking about Mr. Roger with his edge up. We trying to find the truth out. We trying to bring some light to this shit. And this how y'all gonna do me? Y'all gonna give me 166 likes? Come on, man. Let's get 200 likes. Let's get 200 likes, man. We not even done. We got to get to the Nolan Wells case. I'm just trying to bring some light to this because this shit need a lot of light. This lady been missing for 10 days, bro. She only went down there to visit. But like I said, I'm throwing options out there. Maybe she might have met somebody. Shit went left. But now the family receiving weird-ass text messages talking about sending money. They can't even track the phone down because the law enforcement in Vegas not doing their goddamn job. Yeah, let's get them likes up. Let's get 25 more likes. Come on, man. What, we gonna have a tight-knit, light community today? I always gotta scream. Come on, gang. Support the channel. We got the super chat. We got the cash app. Know what I mean? Come on, support the channel, man. Donate to the channel, support the channel. And we got the membership. Get your membership also. But definitely smash the like button. Come on, bring some awareness to this. Share the video, too. Share this video on all platforms. Her family needs some awareness now. For real, seriously. Because Las Vegas law enforcement ain't bringing too much awareness to this. That's what I said, Sharif. They couldn't even find Tupac killer. What make you think they worried about all these other cases? I just said that earlier. They fat asses sitting in the office eating donuts and coffee, allegedly. Come on, let's get them likes up, man. We got 178 likes, gang. Let me go get me a glass. By the time I come back, we should have about 200 likes, though, respectfully. Come on, gang. I'm telling you, man, I go get a drink. We still at 186 likes. You can't make this shit up, boy. For y'all people that's looking at the laptop like this, and looking at y'all phone like this, and ain't smashing that like, if you don't get your ass out of here, respectfully, if you don't get your ass out here, respectfully, man, like, smash that like button, man. God, they looking at that shit like this. Like, come on, they ain't looking at their phone like this. Acting like their fingers don't work, huh? Pause. All right. I see how y'all doing it. I see how y'all doing me tonight. I see how y'all doing me tonight. They want me to really entertain, huh? All right. We can't get 200 likes. Let's continue, though. All right. I'm going to have y'all looking like Roger with no summers left with that edge up. Watch.
This person you will meet, if you know her, you wouldn't want to hurt her.
Worried by the messages they're reading, say they're waiting for updates from Metro Police.
So I don't understand.
John says he's also baffled. Friends for years, he often lets goods crash at his place during her Vegas visits.
She's the sweetest person you will meet. If you know her, you wouldn't want to hurt her.
We want her home safe and alive.
And John says he's been putting up flyers.
Here go this goofy ass fake Italian, terrible mustache looking fake piece of making. Can't make lasagna ass nigga. Oh, yo, where they get these people from, bro? Hey, yo, shout out to Clarity for the $10 super chat, man. Shout out to Clarity, man, for the $10 super chat, man. Appreciate that. Where they get these fake Luigi looking ass people at, man? For real, let's be serious, man.
The area and hopes people recognize Alisa Goods. Her family urges anyone with any information to contact Metro Police. Reporting live in the newsroom, Aaron Ariano, 8 News Now.
Was on a trip to see her friend, but her family says she never made it back. 10 days later, they still don't know where she is. News 4's Chris Jose spoke to her family in New Jersey, desperate to find her.
The agonizing wait for answers. Elise Whitaker unable to control her emotions, needing a moment to catch her breath.
She is loved, she is missed, and we need to find her.
Whitaker's cousin, 63-year-old Alisa Goods, missing in Las Vegas for more than a week. Miles Stone is Goods' younger sister.
She's alone. She could be hurt, anything. We just need to know. We want to know.
Goods, a Newark native who now lives on the Upper East Side, was vacationing in Las Vegas and staying with a friend, according to her family. She was last seen on August 8th. That friend calling Woods' family.
She left to go to the CVS, never returned. He makes the police report 2 days later on the 10th of August.
Hello. What she just said? Mr. No Summer Edge Up? Mr. Waldor looking ass, Waldor, whatever you want to call his ass. Mr. I fucking I be back. Mr. I'm good at everything. I got all the answers. Mr. Him over there. You called the police 2 days later. You just heard a sister. And that shit didn't get to the police like damn near 4 days. And this lady been missing for 10 days. Oh, let me remix. Let me play it back, Mr. Roger. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, you know, I got all the answers. I got all the answers. You ask me anything, Smoke, I got all the answers. I can't answer about my edge up. I have no summers left. But I got all the answers. Mr. Roger, you're lying, nigga. You're lying. Her sister said you took 2 days to report her, man. Why? She come to your house all the time when she come to visit. You know her movement. You know her motion. You know how she move.
She left to go to the CVS.
Last seen on August 8th. That friend calling Woods' family.
She left to go to the CVS, never returned. He makes the police report 2 days later on the 10th of August.
Days later, Goods' family started receiving mysterious text messages from her phone. Someone posing as the grandmother of 5, demanding money and Bitcoin.
Do you fear your sister has been kidnapped for ransom?
Yes, but we don't have any money.
Then came a mysterious call to Goods' son. The family says he recorded part of that conversation.
Peep this shit out. Now, whoever these people is, they actually called them. But shout out to Good, shout out to Alisa. Her son recorded the shit. Peep this out. That's why I said, Mr. Roger, I got all the answers. I got all the answers. Yeah, that's I can't get jiggy with that shit, man. I just can't get jiggy with it. I have no summers left, man. If you don't get your Jamaican, man, listen, shout out to all my heritage people, shout out to all my Caribbean people, but not for nothing, man. Your boy Roger, that nigga lying, man. He know where his friend at, man. Let's continue, though, but I want y'all to understand what's going on here. They actually text the phone, and they called the phone. They had some nerves to call the phone also. Lucky the son was smart enough to record that shit. Peep this out.
Is called to Goods' son. The family says he recorded part of that conversation. The caller claiming to be Alisa.
I didn't send the money now.
Her family says that is not her voice.
Yeah, my phone is bad. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get my phone.
Woods' family telling us they turned everything over to Las Vegas police, but they're frustrated with the investigation.
Any person, every person is a priority. Treat my sister like she's your sister, like she's your mother, like she's your friend.
In a statement, Las Vegas police say Alisa Goods is still considered a missing person, and the case is still active at this time. Goods' disappearance taking an emotional toll on her family. Woods is retired and enjoys to travel, and according to her family, it's unlike her not to check in. They also tell us she is active and healthy, both mentally and physically. They're urging anyone with information to call Las Vegas police.
So, we got that story out the way. We want some light to that, man. Yeah, Roger might be a disguise in his voice. That's what I'm saying, Tails. It's something strange about that Roger guy. I don't care what nobody says. I got all the answers. I bet you do got all the answers. Like, there's something strange about them. They say they've been friends for years, though. But who's we to say Roger might be jealous? Who's we to say Roger might have been jealous of somebody she met down there? We don't know. Roger might have been jealous. He might have want Auntie, not for nothing. I mean, y'all seen pictures of Auntie. Auntie wasn't no bad looking 63-year-old woman. Know what I mean? She was a good looking sister, 63 years old, got grandkids, got her kids, retired woman, living life. She come from Newark. Shout out to Jersey. Y'all already know, man. Jersey, stand up. Y'all already know the vibes. She coming out of Newark, but she moved to the Upper East Side of New York. She retired. She like to travel around. So who's we to say that Roger ain't had a little crush on her? I'm just saying things allegedly. I'm trying to paint a picture. Because something strange happened to Auntie. I'm keeping it real with y'all. And my condolences go out to the Goods family. That's why we're bringing light to this. Trying to tell you, man. Somebody said that was a Spanish Mexican person on that phone. You talking about the female, right? That's what it sounded like. Shout out to No Talks, man. Shout out to No Talks. She said that that's a Spanish or a Mexican person on that phone. That first time, exactly. That female definitely had an accent. Yeah, I mean, accent. Mr. Hold up, bro. That sounds like Roger's sister asking for money. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's why I had to bring this to the light. I said, man, now let me bring this to the chat. Let me bring this to to the gang, man. Let's bring some light. Let's bring some life to this, man. Because Mr. Roger over there lying his ass off. Talking about, yeah, she always come there. You know, she always come by here every summer. We close friends. Yeah, I bet y'all is, huh? Get your ass out of here. He said the tweakers all hang out by CVS and 7-Eleven. That's what somebody said down there in Vegas. But, yo, Sharif, when I first heard the story, I thought this was like 12:45 a.m. or something. Because once they say 12:45 p.m., I said, man, that's afternoon. I said, that's afternoon. I said, who the hell gonna grab this woman? And she looked like she wasn't a short woman. Looked like she got some height on her from the pictures. Who the hell gonna grab this woman from the front of CVS at 12:45 and 12:45 p.m.? You get what I'm saying, Sharif? Now we can look at a different story if this shit happened at 12:45 a.m. 1 o'clock in the morning, third shift. You got a lot of, crazy shit going on in them streets. You got them pimps, you got all types of shit going on in Vegas. So that's a different story. But 12:45 p.m. in the afternoon on a sunny day, and you telling me somebody just grabbed this grown woman and just threw it in the truck and said, we out of here? Hell no. It's either she was meeting somebody, she probably met somebody on a dating app, probably met somebody through a mutual friend, talking to this individual off and on. She got a friend that's named Roger that been living down there. She crashed out of his house. She leaves, and she never comes back. Trying to tell you. He said a tweaker might have found her phone. Hey, yo, Sharif, you on your Nancy Grace shit tonight, nigga. Hey, yo, shout out to the homie Sharif, man. That nigga on his Nancy Grace shit tonight. That nigga said, nah, smoke the tweakers might have had her phone. Shout out to the homie Reef. You on it tonight, nigga. Pause. Nah, you might got a point on that, though. You might got a point on that. The phone might have fell. Anything could have happened. They might have threw the goddamn phone. Word up. My homie Sharif said, nah, hold up. Them tweakers got it. He said, but how would a tweaker know how to get in the phone? Most people have a lock on their phone. Shout out to Ginger. But, hold up. I got a mother that's age. My mother's around the same age of this woman. That's why I had to bring some light to this, bro. You know what? I can't even argue because my mother got a lock on her phone too, I think. But a lot of people at that age usually don't got locks on their phone. If that makes sense. A lot of like older folks, they usually don't play the face recognition and the locks. They ain't got time. My mother don't got time for that shit. She's like, man, it's too much. I ain't got time for all this shit. I'm like, damn, know what I mean? But a lot of older folks at that age, they don't got time for the passwords and all this shit. But I think my mom Duke got a password. Shout out to Mom Dukes. You know I love you, woman. He said, come on, he said the streets be the damn crowded for someone to be snatched. her up and nobody seen nothing. The video footage from the store or the street. That's what I'm saying. That's why shout out to the family that's actually going. I think they're actually out there now. I think the daughter or the sister, like a few of them out there. They're gonna need footage. This shit gonna come to the light. Some new story gonna pop up. I guarantee y'all. Watch. And y'all know I'm on this. Pause. You know I'm bringing this to the light. So we started this. We're gonna finish it. We're gonna find out what happened to this woman, man. That shit don't make no sense. Something happened to my mom at 63 years old, not for nothing. I want anybody to put some light on that. Shit. If I was a regular person and I'm living out here, my mother traveling all this hell, yeah, man, put some light on that because the local law enforcement, they seem like they don't care. They fat asses sitting in the chair watching the Tupac trial down there in Las Vegas. While they got a woman that been missing for 10 days. He said tweakers know how to hack shit. He said they all scam. That is true, champ. He said that is these tweakers down. He said they all scam out there in Vegas. He said that's the mecca of scamming. Yo, I can't even argue. Yo, Reef on his shit tonight. Hey, Reef, you from the West Coast? Nah, you from the East Coast. Yeah, you from out the East Coast, right? But he ain't lying though. New York and Las Vegas, that's the professional scammers, bro. Am I lying here? Vegas and New York, that's where you're gonna find the professional scammers at. Go to New York and walk around Times Square loose with your hair like this if you want. I guarantee you be leaving with your wallet gone, your purse gone, everything gone. If you're a woman of the man, I guarantee you, everything could be gone. You got professionals that pickpocket so quick. Las Vegas the same way. That's why you got to be careful when you're in them type of environments. To be honest, Miami too. I could throw Miami in there. I knew one of my boys, that nigga laid something down. Last time I was in Miami, mad years ago, that nigga laid something on the counter, looked back, that shit was gone. Quick. Nigga dead in there cry with his whole woman. Nigga, I was like, this shit is over, nigga. He said, nah, the professional scammers are he said India, fam. Hey, yo, shout out to my Indian people, man. I can't stand y'all calling me at 9, 8 o'clock at night. They just called me about an hour ago. That's why I was like, these niggas call all types of days, man. That nigga said the main scammers in India. Look, just for y'all saying that, look, I got a toll-free call. Y'all terrible bringing these people up, man. Look, I got a whole toll-free call. Yeah, that's done right there. Mr. Vino, that's Mr. Vino Gotti. That's done right there calling me. Yeah, they're the professional scammers, all right. Yo, let's continue, man. Let's continue, though, man. Let's find out who the hell is this mystery on witness too in his Nolan Wells shit. He said I had cussed them out earlier. That's a fact. He said them Nigerians, they will get you too. All them coaches will get you. You go to Canal Street, nigga, you might have, yeah, they'll get you down there. What happened to Jay Liddy? Hold up. Oh, damn, I ain't know that. Pardon me, Liddy. I ain't see you post that, man. Yo, man, put some prayers to my boy Liddy, man. He says mom in the hospital, man. All prayers to Mama Love. We praying for you, Mama Love. Seriously, more prayers, more blessings. Because, I mean, the more prayers you get, man, the more blessings that shit gonna, convert to something different. So whatever she's there for, Liddy, man, pardon me, man. So we're gonna put a lot of prayers out there. Everybody put some prayers in there for Liddy, man, for real. Shout out to my homie Liddy, that's a mob, man. He been here for a minute. He been here for a while. Put some prayers for his mom, man. Shout out to Mama Love, man. Everything gonna be good. Nah, you already know, Liddy. When it comes to moms and shit like that, I got a mom, champ. Know what I mean? So, man, if y'all don't shut y'all. But yeah, let's get to this Nolan Wells situation. Smash that like button. Support the channel, obviously. Y'all know what, you know what I mean? Try to support the channel if y'all could. Put them prayers up for Liddy mom also, man. So, I mean, prayers for Mama Love. Let's get to this Nolan Wells, though. Now they saying they got a mysterious witness. Yeah, I'll get to the resource. I get to Auntie Grace. You know what I mean? Shout out to Auntie Nancy. She breaks shit down. Let's continue. Smash that like button, gang. Let's get up to 250 likes, man. Let's bring some more people in the building. Support the channel, man. We got Super Chat, we got the Cash App, and we also got the membership. Follow me on Kick also. Shout out to my Kick family. Make sure you follow me on Kick. And shout out to my boy Liddy, man. Everything gonna be good, champ. Know what I mean? Definitely, everything gonna be good, man. All positive vibes, man. All positive energy. Let's get through this, though.
Philip Dubay joining me. He's joining us out of LA. Formerly in the public defender's office, they try a ton of cases.
You see, I gotta call it how I see it. Listen, Auntie Nancy, if you don't get this Joker looking ass nigga, what is nigga, nigga looking like a C actor. You know what? We know them A1 actors, the 2-1 actors, and all that shit. If you don't get this bootleg public defender look, that nigga look like AR, right? I can't, yo. Yo, y'all bugged out. You see, I gave it up. I been told y'all my ball head. Not for nothing. If he ain't had all that hair, look at his edge up. That nigga ain't got no summers left. I don't care what nobody say. If you cut that hair down to a brush cut, he ain't got no summers left. See, white boys can get it off because they got all that. I mean, you know, that little extra hair on the top, whatever. But look at his edge up, nigga. You got more forehead than hair, nigga. That nigga look crazy. And it look like you got some fake teeth. But man, shout out to my people. Listen, man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that smile, man. That nigga looking like a Bible study teacher. He said. Hey, yeah, that nigga's crazy. That nigga say he look like a Bible study teacher. Hey, yo, that's why I said I can't get through these videos sometimes, man. Because I got to call out. That nigga got that Miami Vice shirt on. You see the shirt? That nigga got that Miami Vice shirt on. That nigga. Oh, shit, yeah. That nigga got that Miami Vice shirt. Hey, yo, that's it. They say he look like AI. Yo, y'all crazy, yo. Nah, we gotta bring some laugh in this shit. You know how we do, man. He said, like my mustache looking at this. At least he got his little mustache sharp, though. Know what I mean? The other nigga mustache was gone. But not that Miami Vice look, though. That nigga got the Miami Vice shirt on. Yeah, nigga ain't got no summers left. The only thing hanging is that hair on top of his head, on his head, pause. That nigga look like that nigga look like your Sunday school teacher. That nigga look like a public defender that's about to come smoke your ass. That's what he about to do. Somebody say he look like Tommy who? Who? You talk about that actor. Hold up. I know you talk about that Italian actor. I forgot his name. Tommy something. Yo, y'all bugged out. Yo, he said he look like he Cuban. Nah, he look like he Cuban, though. That's the vibe I get off. He look like a Cuban nigga. I think he is. He might be, though. I got it. Once we start, we're going to find his name out. But nah. I had to show y'all this nigga. Yeah, you know Auntie Nancy be having all. She said Nancy look like the bride of Chucky, though. That's a fact. And listen, we love Auntie Nancy. You know we love Auntie, man. We love Auntie, man. That nigga looking like Miami Vice, nigga. Somebody say it look like a Ken. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. Y'all bugged out, yo. Y'all crazy. Yo, smash that like button, man. We should have 250 likes. Support the goddamn channel, man. Hit the super chat. Hit the cash app, man. Let's continue with this Miami Vice looking ass dude right quick.
Philip, first of all, has she turned it into police? She said she was. If she hasn't, I give her no credibility at all. Look, I want this to be true. Why? Because I want the video. I want to see the timestamp on the video. I want to see, was he still on Horn Island at 4:30 when his acquaintances on the Triton boat left? I want that video. And if she hasn't brought this forward to LE, law enforcement, then it means nothing to me. I mean, if I know a young man turns up dead in the water, and I know there's a controversy surrounding this, I mean, we know she knows that because she's gone online and posted it, then why not hand it over to police?
Agreed. And it should go to the grand jury for part of their investigation. But I got to tell you, if I were cross examining her, should this even go to trial, the first question I'd ask her on that 4th of July, what she had been drinking. Before that video got activated, everybody would want
to
put
him up.
Drinking and smoking. You know how many people were partying?
Okay, man.
Out?
Have you lost your mind?
Exactly, Auntie Nancy. He lost his mind with that damn Miami Vice look with that damn no summer edge up. Got that mop on top of your head. That shit look like a mop. That shit look like a wet mop. He said he look like a hockey goalie. That nigga sucked in his sports. Yo, y'all crazy. Yo, let's continue. Let's continue with this, though. Nancy about to bomb him, though, man. Shout out to Nancy, man. Shout out to Auntie Nancy.
You defend criminal cases. I bet every...
We ain't getting no Auntie Nancy because this her content. We got to respect her work. That's why. We all know Auntie be having them crazy looks. But you got to understand, Auntie be having these looks for years, man. Know what I mean? But we got to respect her work. But nah, we're going to call her how we see it when the people that join our platform, though, like this Miami Vice looking like, nigga look like an AI character. That nigga, he say he look like a World Cup coach. That nigga look like a soccer coach and shit. Yo, y'all crazy, yo. Y'all shot out. Yo, let's continue, man. I'm over here crying down there. Oh, shit. Yeah, that part, because he working for her. That part.
You put on the...
But I got to tell you, if I were cross...
I work for Nancy. I'm reviewing her content. Shout out to Auntie Nancy, man. Let's continue.
Examining her, should this even go to trial, the first question I'd ask her on that 4th of July, what she had been drinking. Before that video got activated, everybody would want to
put him up.
Drinking and smoking. You know how many people were partying?
Okay, man. Have you lost your mind? You defend criminal cases. I bet everybody you put on the stand has either been high, drunk, or worse during the altercation. Every witness is not a nun, a priest, or a virgin. Everybody on Horn Island was drinking, man. What are you talking about? I don't care if she took a drink. I want the video.
You want the truth, is what you want. You want the truth. And let's
and that would be the video.
Remember, Nancy.
Let's get them likes up. For the people that just joined in, man, let's get 250 likes. Do me that favor. We in here entertaining, reviewing everything. We're trying to find out what's going on with Nolan Wells. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, and my condolences to his family, and may that kid rest in peace. Let's continue with Miami Vice, though. Because this dude out of pocket with that mop hair in his head.
Okay.
Not consistent.
Brandon Tatum is joining us.
Oh, we got the Tatum. We got Brandon Tatum in the building. Let's continue, gang. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see how this shit work out.
So after all that, all you have to say is, was she drinking? That's your takeaway from that? Joining me is Brandon Tatum, former police officer, Tucson, now star of The Officer Tatum on YouTube, who famously has interviewed the acquaintances who all say they had nothing to do with it. Let's just put that out there. He's interviewed them extensively. I want to talk about not what you want to talk about, Brandon Tatum, which is they had nothing to do with this, because I met them and I believe them. So noted. Can we talk about a potential witness to an altercation? And she seems to suggest it was over Katie. Why? Don't know what the altercation was. Maybe it was, hey, leave her alone and get on the boat. Or leave her alone, she's my girlfriend. Or it could be anything. But if there is a witness placing Nolan seemingly in the water, I can't tell that, but having an argument with another person, a partier at Horn Island, that is significant. It could prove or disprove your friend's timeline.
Well, Nancy, I think that it's a big obstacle to climb here because I've never heard of this altercation whatsoever. Nobody that I've talked to have alluded that this altercation was real. And also Katie, whom I saw her text messages, she didn't even say this altercation occurred. What I will say is that if I was an investigator in this investigation, I want to hear that. I want to be able to compare that information to other things that we may have or other witness statements. But I don't think it's significant because it doesn't show if Nolan Wells was actually killed in that altercation. She's claiming that there was an altercation between him arguing with somebody else. There was a potential fight, but that doesn't get me to how did he drown? How did he get in the water? And how did he not recover and come home to his family? So I would take that into consideration. I would compare that to the other. Wells was actually killed in that altercation. She's claiming that there was an altercation between him arguing with somebody else. There was a potential fight, but that doesn't get me to
look at
how
Nancy's
did he
face,
drown?
she look
How did
right
he get
here,
in the
man.
water? And how did he not recover?
Hey, yo, Nancy looking at yo. Hey, yo, Nancy looking at that shit like, yo, this dude is full of shit. Look how Nancy looking at. Look at her face. I had to stop her face expression. Look at her face expression. She over there looking to the left, like, man, if this dude don't come down. Oh shit, yo, I can't with Nancy with her face. Yo, one thing why I watch Nancy Grace show, man, because her face expressions be hilarious, bro. I swear, Nancy, yeah, exactly. Liddy Nancy funny as hell, man. You just gotta she looking at this clown like you don't get your wrestling looking ass out of here. Like I respect your platform, but you know goddamn well you lying. That's why you fell being a police officer. Come on, man. Oh shit, yo, I can't with Nancy with that look. Shout out to Auntie Nancy with that Chucky Bride look. She looking like he full of shit. Let's continue, gang. Smash that like button, man. We over 250 likes. We got 300 some people in the building, man. Let's continue with Nancy. Let's continue with Auntie Nance, man. She looking like, man, he full of shit.
And come home to his family. So I would take that into consideration. I would compare that to the other interviews that I've done, but I don't think it's significant whatsoever. However, I would be incredibly skeptical because there's no other statements that I've heard from anybody that comes even close to an altercation with Nolan Wells and others over a girl.
Number one, he's dead shortly after an alleged altercation with another male. We think over a woman. See, in my world, I put together both circumstantial and direct evidence. Direct evidence would be, for instance, DNA or a fingerprint. Circumstantial evidence is the timing of the alleged altercation and his death. Right?
Nancy,
So
but Nancy,
it's hard for me to believe that there's some kind of altercation on Horn Island just before he dies. And they were not
Nancy,
connected. That's hard for me
she's not-
to believe that.
Well, Nancy, she's not saying he lost the fight. She's not saying that he got beat up. If you look at the autopsy, there's no clear signs of blunt force trauma to his face or any of the vital areas that could kill him. So it doesn't appear that there's any indication that he lost a fight, that there was enough trauma in this particular fight that would lead to his death. And when you look at the autopsy, there is no blunt force trauma to his face. There is no lacerations or damages to the back of his head. This is redness that was underneath the skin.
Oh, wait, are you looking at the screen? Because I'm looking at a big
I'm
red
looking at the
mark on
screen.
the back of his head.
Yeah, but this is underneath the skin. This is not a big red gash that's in the back of his head, which would be consistent with blunt force trauma. This is something that occurred underneath the skin that could have been from pooling of blood after his death due to,
Okay, I need to explain something, Brandon Tatum.
I'll let the experts talk about specifics, but it doesn't appear that
Okay, let's do
there is
that.
any
But I
blunt
want
force
everyone to
trauma consistent.
understand why Officer Tatum is here. Officer Tatum and Philip Dubé and others on our panel tonight are taking a particular side, right? It's called cross-examination, and it is similar to what happens in court. A theory emerges, a line of questioning emerges, and the other side tests it with fire under cross-examination. And then, hopefully, you get to the truth. Right now, we're talking about an alleged eyewitness to an altercation just before Nolan Wells is dead.
Tatum is arguing about the situation when they did the autopsy. There wasn't no bruise on his body. There wasn't nothing. He's trying to argue that the marking back on Nolan's neck is more upper than lower. That's Tatum argument, which I don't understand, because no matter what, you can still get that mark. According to the expert, that are actually, they've been, like, once the autopsy dropped from the independent autopsy, according to the expert, they've been joined on Nancy platform and other platforms, they said you could get that mark several ways. You could get it through a hand pressure, like you drowning somebody, allegedly. You know, like if somebody's face is down the water and you drowning them, where you got your hands at? You got their hands in back of their neck. Pressure, hand pressure. Or you can put them in a chokehold also. That also could come up and back of somebody's neck. The more pressure you put against their neck in a chokehold or hand pressure, that mark is obviously going to pop up. Now, we could say, now, see, this is the argument. This is why I get mad about Tatum and everybody else. And it would have been bruises on their face, because they're going to talk about this soon. It would have been bruises on his body during the autopsy, or bruises on his face or his fingers, or if they was fighting one-on-one. Maybe they didn't get to that level. Maybe they didn't get to that point. Maybe when it was face-to-face, the first thing, whoever's the individual, and I'm only saying alleged here, if it was a crime or something happened accidentally, maybe the person you were in front of, the first thing is did was grab you and put you on the yoke. You might not even had an opportunity to defend yourself. Oh, I'm a little loopy here, so I'm stuttering through my words. You might not have an opportunity to defend yourself. So who's we to say that Nolan even had an opportunity to swing at him, or the other person had an opportunity to swing at him? That's why we probably don't see no bruises on his body from the independent autopsy. You could put somebody in a yoke real quick without them even throwing one swing at you. Let's cut it out here, man. Let's cut it out. So all that little argument, they trying to say that there's no bruises on the body, so that tell us there wasn't no physical fight. Nah, physical fights sometimes don't even lead to that point. Y'all got to remember, these kids know wrestling, UFC. According to Warren brother, he like to put people in arm bars. Will make you think they don't know how to do that shit. Shit, Nolan never got an opportunity probably to swing, to be honest. So let's continue with this live shit that Tatum also like to bring up. Yeah, if there was a fight, it would have been bruises on the body. That's not true. Sometimes it don't even lead to that. It don't even get to that point if you put somebody in the chokehold without them knowing. He said he think I was. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Mr. Cool. He said none of them kids look strong enough to manhandle Nolan. But they could distract them, and one could come behind them and put them in the yoke. Am I tripping, Mr. Cool? Because we got to remember, they ain't a buddy group. So maybe they was all surrounded, or Nolan arguing with, which we don't know who he was arguing with to this day. Maybe one of the other buddies might have came around Nolan and put him in the yoke without Nolan even noticing. Shit happens sometimes like that. Didn't I always say, just because Warren is cool with Nolan and allegedly he look at him like a brother, he known him since 8th grade, 9th grade, it doesn't mean that everybody else from your crew got that same love or that same energy that they got for Nolan also. Just because you love an individual don't mean everybody else gonna love that individual. Just because you look at him like a brother doesn't mean that your best friends that you actually grew up with before you even got with Nolan, before you even met Nolan, you think they're gonna have that same energy for him? It could be off and on. It might have been good for the first 2-3 years, but that's not a lifetime friendship. Sometimes people get jealous. And I can say, and I'm telling y'all, man, this whole situation is over a female and jealousy. I guarantee y'all, bro. That's what I'm saying, 803. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, 803. Now you get, come on, how many homies we meet? 803. Come on, everybody from the hood. How many homies we meet? We got our best friends. Then we meet a homie that we probably known about what, 10 years, 8, 7 years. We got a good bond with or whatever. We met a couple of his best friends and all this. And I got a good friendship with his close real friends and all. They don't love me the same way though, probably. Maybe one or two, but the other ones don't probably love me like that, like the main homie love me that I know for 8, 9 years. Come on. The only thing that's protecting our friendship between me and his other friends is the main friend. That's the dude that I'm close with. And that's their best friend. That's the only one. And what I'm trying to say is that's Warren. Warren was the middleman. He's the one that got close with Nolan before everybody else. He said that in an interview. So that tells me any altercation going on over there on that side, Warren coming for the rescue. Any little argument going on that side, Warren coming for the rescue. Because that's Warren main man. He's close to Nolan. He's more close to Nolan than his best friends. It's common sense. Once upon a time, we was all that age. People still act like that to this day. We was all 18, 19 years old. We got a close friend that we vibe with. How many females? Females. How many females y'all be at work with and y'all be close with a female, co-worker friend, but y'all bring her around y'all main bitches? Pardon my language. Y'all main females. Y'all best friends. Y'all ride or die. Just because you love your co-worker, y'all got a good vibe for 8, 6 months, a year, whatever, 3 years. How long y'all been close? How long y'all been close? But once you bring her around your friends, it doesn't mean your friend's gonna have that same vibe. Can y'all all agree, females? It's the same. I just broke it down with the homies. Females gonna say, nah, Smoke, you right. My friends couldn't stand my co-worker. But that's my bitch. I mean, me and my co-worker, we got the same vibe, but my friends don't like her though. That part. See, I got to break it down in these terms to make certain people to understand what's going on here. Warren is the main friend. He's the friend that you cool with at work. Y'all been working together for like 10 years, 8 years, but his friends don't like you. They be like, yo, he a little too much. I mean, he do too much. I mean, you know, all the girls are gravitating to him. They don't like it either. They might got girlfriends. You know how the white girls get drunk. Yeah, Nolan, how you doing? I love your smile. Y'all know. How many times we say when they get white boy wasted or white girl wasted, yeah, their boyfriend can stand right there. They'll look you dead in the face. I love your smile. You're handsome. You don't think Bart was jealous? You don't think Morgan was jealous? You don't think Jax was jealous a couple of times in those scenarios? Once upon a time, we was all that age, y'all. And once upon a time, we was all in that type of scenarios. Think about it. I'm trying to tell you, man. Not everybody gonna love the friend that you bring around. Let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, support the channel, man. Hit the super chat, hit the cash app. We having a good night, and get your membership. Join T Smoke. Make sure y'all go download Kick. Follow me on Kick, man. We got some good things going on in the future over there. Believe me, I'm telling y'all, we gonna get that shit popping over there soon. Yeah, Liddy, they was tender, Liddy. I'm trying to tell you. They was tender, man. Just because, let me tell you something. Can y'all all agree on this before we continue? When you meet somebody on a certain age, because Warren said he got close with Nolan 8th grade. So that's what? That's about what, 12 years old? No, that's about what, 13, 12, y'all, we want to say? He said he met Nolan a little bit before that, but they didn't get tight until 8th grade. When you start getting older, people change. People don't look at you the same like you was 5, 7 years ago. You might have matured. You might be a ladies' man. He's not. He done seen you been a ladies' man for 6 years, nigga. He's tired of this shit. People get jealous, is what I'm trying to explain here. People get jealous. Everything is cool in the beginning when y'all young, ain't nothing to do, ain't. I mean, it's too much. Y'all getting to know each other, friendship, brotherhood. But when you start getting older, yeah, certain individuals start looking at you a little different if you're doing something, or they might just be jealous of you. Period. Especially at that age. I can't say that the age that we at now, but at their age, it's all about females and jealousy. That's all it's about. 18, 19, 20 years old, the only thing they jealous about is female and jealousy on whatever that kid is doing that they can't do. Nolan come in the house. He come in the room. He light the party up. Then they say that? Maybe they can't do that shit. They jealous. It comes a lot with it. It comes a lot with it, gang. Let's continue, though. Smash that like button. Let's match the count. We got over 340 people in the building, man. Let's get 300 likes. We got 271 likes, man. Share the video. Let's get 300 likes.
She has not handed this over to the police. It doesn't under cross-examination. And then hopefully you get to the truth. Right now we're talking about an alleged eyewitness to an altercation just before Nolan Wells is dead. If she has not handed this over to the police, it doesn't mean a hill of beans to me. But Tatum has a good idea, and that is let's let an expert discuss it. To Joseph Scott Morgan, death investigator, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University. You can see him now on a hit podcast. It's on YouTube, Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan. Joe Scott, if there had been not a blunt force trauma that Officer Tatum is describing, but a fist fight, if there had been a fist fight, plus body in water for multiple days, body decomposition.
Shout out to Jay Lights for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Jay Lights for the $5 super chat. He said Nolan knocked him out. The girl knocked Nolan out with a piece of metal on a boat, allegedly. We're going to say everything is alleged now. He said a piece of metal of the boat. They all thought he was dead. They all thought he was unalive, so they threw him over. And we're going to say that's alleged. We're going to say that's alleged. We're going to say that's alleged. But shout out to Jay Light for that $5 super chat.
Would you expect to see red marks on the hands at that juncture, on the face? What would you expect if there had been a fisticuffs?
Yeah, you would see, well, first off, above discolored areas, like consistent with contusions. If there are facial strikes or just body blows, you can actually see abraded areas over the surface of his fingers. And these are very subtle sometimes. And if there is decomposition, which we believe there is, particularly per the second autopsy that was performed, he didn't make note of this. And can I go one more step with this? And this is kind of graphic, but people need to understand this. This physician that did the second autopsy actually did what's referred to as a coronal sectioning of the face. So there were multiple incisions made into Nolan's face in this autopsy, this second autopsy. And this guy didn't see anything. He didn't see anything that was of import relative or indicative of blunt force trauma. And I would think that if there was contact, particularly if he's fighting a group of people, these sorts of things, you're going to have injuries probably on the leading edges, or what we refer to as the blade of the arm, right here on the forearm, the back of the hands, the knuckles, those points of contact. And certainly if there's facial strikes going on with him, which we find with blunt force trauma many times with fisticuffs, as you say, you'll see these strikes, you'll see marks on the face. There's nothing to indicate that in the second autopsy. Now, what the state has, I don't know, but
So with the second autopsy, there's none of them type of marks on the independent autopsy. But see, what he's saying is what the state have, we don't know. Because you got to remember, the state didn't send that body until 7 days later. They ain't send the body the second day. They ain't send the body the third day. They didn't send the body the fourth day. They didn't send the body the fifth day. I think they sent it by the sixth and the seventh, the latest. They send that body to D.C., Nolan Wells' body, by the sixth and the seventh day. You know how much shit you could do to that? Pardon my language. You know how much stuff you could tamper on that body? They already kept the neck fracture, the neck structure, and they kept the throat, and they kept the lungs. So what possibly anything else they could have did? But the second autopsy reviewed it, the independent, and there wasn't no marks on the body. Like somebody punched you in your face, somebody hit you in your ribs, somebody, like a square fight, like a one-on-one fight. But who's with to say what they did? Like I said, you don't have to do that, man. You can put somebody in the chokehold real quick without them even getting a chance to defend themselves. We all seen that happen. Somebody could distract you, somebody could come behind you, put you in the chokehold. So we don't want to hear that, there wasn't no physical fight. Maybe Nolan never got an opportunity to get to that point. Because I'm pretty much sure he would have defended himself if he knew that shit was coming. Pause.
This. I know they're saying they're done with the autopsy and that it's complete, which means the gross findings in the autopsy room, the tox, the histology, that means that autopsy report is complete. They just hadn't released their findings yet.
And speaking of that, Joe Scott Morgan, I've heard the same, that the autopsy is complete.
Yeah.
There are reports that there is no cocaine in Nolan's system. That's uncorroborated reports.
Okay.
But a good source. No cocaine in the system.
Yep.
Joe Scott, when the body has been in the elements, such as the water, for that long, how can I confirm if he had been drinking or not?
Oh, you can still pull a BA, blood alcohol, or blood ethanol level, as it's referred to. And again, Nancy, we're not talking about someone that has been down for weeks and weeks. We can still do the BA, and it can come from urine, blood. We can still draw urine and find it pretty effectively. You'll have what's referred to as qualitative. We've talked about this before, and I know you understand that. But so our friends understand, you have a qualitative amount, which they say, yes, it is present. And then you have a quantitative amount where they do the measurement of the BAC, the blood alcohol content. Just think about DWI, DUI, wherever you're from, those levels. And then we get up to those lethal levels. That's really what I'm interested in relative. And yeah, I'm interested in any of the other toxicological findings you might have relative to anything illicit or illicit drugs, but particularly with alcohol, because that has been kind of this thing that has been said over and over and over again. Well, let me see it. I want to know what the blood alcohol level was like. And historically, I would like to know what his level of experience has been with alcohol. As you well know, because of cases you've worked on in the past, Nancy, if you're a lightweight, if you've never had anything to drink and you start taking on copious amounts of alcohol, and you're kind of a neophyte in this area, it can have very, very lethal outcomes.
Let me understand. Joe Scott Morgan joining us, star of Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan on YouTube and Death Investigator. When I'm asking you, even if the body has been in the elements for a period of days, can I still get a blood alcohol? Maybe not from urine, but you certainly can't do a blood test. But can you take human tissue from one of the organs and extract a blood alcohol from human tissue?
It'd be very difficult. Generally, the liver is the best candidate. We'll spin that down. We'll take a section of it, spin it down, and liquefy it. But again, I submit to you, Nancy, that he has not been down long enough to compromise the ability.
Okay, hold on. Can we get 300 likes in there, man? Come on, gang. What we doing up in the building? You see punk ass Bart right here. They want to blur his face out. Nah, Bart, we see your little redhead ass right here. Rest in peace to Nolan, man. Happy birthday, champ, man. Man, everybody throw a shot. Everybody throw a little, know what I mean? Throw a little Zaza in the building. Pour you a little drink for this young man, man. This man would have been 19 years old, man. Come on, man. Rest in peace, man. Hold up, man. Rest in peace to little Nolan Wells, man, because we all trying to find out the truth, young man, and that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, we don't brought some awareness over there for Alisa Goods. My condolences to her family. Hopefully they'll find the truth out what's going on down there in Las Vegas, because they worry about the Tupac trial down there. But we focus on Nolan. Yeah, we focus on Nolan. I don't know about everybody else that's doing this cover. We focus on it. We been figure it out. He was put there. That part. Yeah, man, that young man would have been 19 years old, bro. On his way to college, looking to get a scholarship to the D1. That was his whole goal, man. And y'all took that away from that young man, bro. That man was trying to get a scholarship to get to the D1, man. And y'all took that away from him. That shit is crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Let's get 4 more likes in the building, man. Let's get 300 likes, man. Yeah, man. They was barely worrying about anybody. That's what I was saying, Tay, man. We got all these stories going on. That's what we're here for. Yeah, rest in peace, man. That man didn't even get a chance to reach 21. And we talking about a young man that wasn't running the streets. Pardon me. Running the streets, wasn't sliding, wasn't involved in no game, wasn't involved in none of that. Happy kid, smile a lot, like to dance, light up the room when he walks in, like to take videos and photos of his friends and loved ones. Particular kid, bro. Like sports. Come on. I got a child at his age, just a little older. That's why that shit hit me a little different. My child played sports. My child was shooting all that. Hitting, shooting them, them buckets and all that, playing basketball when she was in high school. Come on, man. That shit hit different, man. That kid didn't even get a chance to live 21. Just a regular kid. You already know. You goddamn right, Tay. Just a regular kid, man. That's why sometimes when I cover this, sometimes it kind of hit me a little bit. If you got kids, it hit a little different, man. It hit a little different. It hit a little different. Especially, it hit different when this shit happened a month before his birthday. Imagine the parent. Now, Mama Love put a statement out. Pretty much, I probably all seen that statement. She said she appreciate everybody that show love, appreciate everybody. Know what I mean? That's why I appreciate her saying that. I appreciate all y'all channels, platforms, podcasts that's keeping my son name alive. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, man. We don't just cover hip hop. We cover real stories. We cover real life shit. We might giggle, laugh a little bit, but like I always, what I say though, every time we giggle and laugh and we entertain, we call it how we see it. So if you're gonna pull somebody up, and they edge up is all the way back here and all this. Oh yeah, we're gonna call it how we see it. Yeah, exactly, K-Bot. The laughter, you gotta laugh through the pain. That's something I went through, man. I laugh all day before I cry. That's some real talk shit. Don't get it twisted. I cry too, but man, I'd rather laugh, man. But if I see your edge up is all like this, oh nah, we're gonna bomb you now. We're gonna get a little bit of laugh out of this story. We're gonna get a little bit of laugh out this story, man. That's a fact. Let's continue though, gang, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. We got 300 likes, man. Continue to support the channel. Let's get some super chat. Let's get some cash apps. Let's get some memberships. I ain't getting out one membership today. Let's get some membership, man. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, I give it a hold up. I gave my shit up a long time ago. Hold up. I've been showed y'all my shit. I don't play. I might got a little, my head, all right. It's a little white, but don't get it twisted though. I gave my shit up a long time ago. I didn't even have no beer when I gave my shit up. My niggas was like, yo, you bugging, champ. Nigga, you ain't got no beard, no mutton. Nigga, I ain't had none of this shit. I gave my shit up. I was out here looking like a young Common, nigga. Shout out to my nigga Common, the rapper. Niggas was out here saying, yo, man, champ, you looking like LL, nigga. Somebody said, Mr. Clean, you goddamn right. You already know. Shit, I like my shit skin tight, man. That part. Hell no, I ain't. Listen, I was about what, 20, 25 when I cut my shit. That's a fact. 25, about 25, 26. I want to say 25 at the end of that year. I went to the Poppy one day. If I'm lying, I'm flying, gang. I went to the Poppy one day. I had a tight ass little mustache. You know, I'm in my young 20s, so you know I ain't had all this. My shit wolf out now. But I had a little tight ass little sideburns. I thought I was that nigga too. You know, you get, hey fellas, you know when you get your little facial hair, you get your little shape up, you think you that nigga. Man, my shit was tight as hell. I had a little tight mustache. So I used to go to my Poppy. This nigga kept pushing my shit back. I said, yo, listen, champ, just cut my shit. Came out that mug, I ain't gonna hold you. Straight bald headed at 25. I ain't gonna hold you. I said, man, I gave up, man. Shout out to Yolanda Walker for the $100 cash app. Oh, that's the biggest one we got in the building, gang. Shout out to Yolanda, man. I be seeing you in the chat, man. Yolanda, man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Yolanda for the $100 cash app, gang. Shout out to her for the $100 cash app. I appreciate that. That's the biggest. Shout out to my ball head. Yeah, I don't know what made you get the cash app, but man, shout out to the ball head, man. Shout out to her for the $100 cash app, man. I really appreciate that. You don't know how much I appreciate that right there, for real. Everything counts. Shit, I be here tired as hell. Know what I mean, nights I can't sleep sometimes. I wake up in the middle of the night talking about, yo, hit the like button. Like, come on, man. Yo, y'all, hell no. Nah, you ain't gonna do that, K-Bop. He said, yo, Yolanda, say $100 to shave his beard. Nah, we ain't doing that. Hell no, you crazy. $100 ain't gonna make me shave all this shit off. You crazy. Shout out to Yolanda though, man. Appreciate that love for real for that $100 cash app, man. Hold up, we got a new member. There you go. Let's go, man. Let's go, gang. Shout out to Lauren Crawford for being a member. Shout out to Lauren Crawford for being down with Team Smoke. I appreciate that. I really do. There you go. That's what I said. We ain't getting no new members. We ain't getting nothing today. Come on, gang. Yeah, shout out to Yolanda. That was the biggest one so far. So pause. The biggest super chat. I don't know if she watching. Shout out to official Heifer, man. Out there in the Oakland. Out there in the Bay Area. Shout out to her. She done smashed that super chat plenty of times. So shout out to her too. I appreciate all the love. I'm being honest. And shout out to all my members also. And shout out to all my members, man. That got their own ranches. I got to get some more ranches out too. I have to get some more ranches out. So I know everybody don't want to ranch. So sometimes I ask y'all if y'all want it. Know what I mean? If y'all don't want it, it's cool. Shout out to Norfolk, Virginia, man. They in the building. He said he was chasing that hairline. Man, I was chasing my hairline once upon a time. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I was chasing my shit. I gave up though. What it do from Little Rock? Shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas, man. Arkansas in the building, man. Shout out to Little Rock. Yo, I got one question to ask you. Hold up. Hey, Lauren. Hold on. I gotta hit this right quick. I got one question to ask you about Little Rock. And I always wonder where these characters at. And everybody in the chat gonna be like, yo, Smoke, you bugged out. Because everybody gonna remember. Y'all remember that Arkansas Little Rock HBO show? Put the name in the chat. Hey, Lauren, if you old enough to remember that, I think it was Banging in Little Rock. It was Banging in Little Rock. Remember they had the little white Crips? They had the little white crew. There was the Crip. Hold up. Nah, Little Rock get busy. Shout out to Arkansas. But I remember back in my younger days, they had an HBO show. They had the Crips and the Bloods just coming to Arkansas, Little Rock. Somebody put it in the chat. I can't remember the goddamn name. I think it was Banging in Little Rock. It was something like that. And then they had, what messed my head up, they had a little Crip game. They was all white. That shit bugged me out. I wonder where the game banging in Little Rock. Hey, Benny Block, I knew your ass was gonna come through, nigga. Game banging in Little Rock. Who remember? Hey, Lori, you old enough to remember that? Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Little Rock. Hey, Lauren, you remember that shit? I just want to ask you, where the hell them people at now? that's, what, that's what I want to know. Because, yo, I ain't going to lie. I remember watching that show. I was amazed. I was like, oh, shit. These niggas banging in Little Rock? We talking about what, 97, 98 around there, 99? She said, yeah. She said the OG's still alive. Oh, shit. Hold up. The OG's still alive. Ain't never seen no white boy since. And everybody says that shit. She's not lying, bro. You talking about the OG blood nigga in that show, right? She talking about the OG blood nigga. Yeah, she 46. She remember. Yeah, she from that era. Yeah, she know. She talking about the OG blood nigga. He was the dopest one in that show, yo. She said on white boys ain't nowhere around. Y'all remember the white girls that was banging? Hey, yo, they was throwing that shit up. It's like, yeah, you know, we Crip. I said, man, if you don't get these goofy ass white girls out of here, man. I knew. She said, yup, he has a community center now. Hey, yo, shout out to the homie, Lauren. Shout out to him for changing his life, for real, man. Shout out for changing his life, man. That was, yo, that show right there, that shit was that shit. Game banging in Little Rock. That was that shit. I was like, what? I had to been like 17, 16 years old when I watched that shit. We talking like 97, 98 around there. Probably 96 to be honest. She said, I ain't seen no white boys never. And yo, you know how many people that when every time that show pop, cause that shit pop up on the internet once in a while. And for some strange reason, they go to them white boy Crips and the white girls. So many people, you know, the first thing I do, I look at the comments. I don't even look at the video. I don't watch that shit so many times. Yo, everybody from Arkansas, Little Rock said them people that was down with that Crip, them white people, they said they ain't nowhere to be found. They said they done changed their life. Some of them are pastors. Some of them got degrees. Some of them had married. I'm like, yo, get the F out of here, bro. Shout out to Little Rock, man. I had to bring that up. That's a classic, man. That's a classic. Had on white boys down there banging that Crip shit. They didn't know what the hell they was getting themselves to. Let's continue, gang. Y'all got me in here talking about some back in the day shit, man.
To get at least
Get
a
a
quantitative
BA.
amount. Yeah, to get a BA.
Okay. To Philip Dubé joining me, a veteran trial lawyer, defense attorney out of the LA jurisdiction. I'm not quite sure why you're so focused on who had been drinking. Let's take a look at the video. Let me answer that for you. Everybody was drinking. Okay, everybody had a snootful. So even someone drinking can see an altercation, Dubé.
No, of course you can. I can see that crowd of people out there. It was a bustling, hot 4th of July afternoon. But who's to say that the people that she saw included Nolan Wells? And that's why you got to get into her ability to perceive and recollect being impacted by intoxicants such as alcohol. I would want to know if she had imbibed. I really would. Not to mention, the autopsy findings thus far do not reflect any type of physical insults or injury to his body. At most, what you have
I'm
are
asking
signs.
you about your fixation on the witness having been drinking. Joe Scott Morgan has already addressed the body. I'm talking to you about the alleged witness.
Hey, go the AI character looking like he a Miami Vice dude. Somebody said, here come the Cubano. Nah, I don't think he Cuban, though. They said his name. I don't think he... Shout out to my Cubans, man. You know, I rock with my Cubans, man. Shout out to my Cuban. I don't think he Cuban, though. But I tell you one thing, man. He need to cut that hair off. That nigga ain't got no summers left. I don't care what y'all say. Let's continue, man. Justice for Nolan, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. And my condolences to Mama Love and on once again, to be honest. Because we're gonna find out the goddamn truth. Somebody said Cuban King. That nigga got that Miami Vice vibe, right? I'm trying to tell you, yo. That nigga look like he spit mad game and just lied to you all day. That's what he look like. Hey, ladies, he look like a nigga y'all meet at the bar. He just lied to you once you start talking. That nigga a whole liar, man. This nigga a public defender and shit.
Yeah. If she had in fact been drinking, I do believe, unless they really have a video showing him in HD quality.
Yeah, he not Cuban. His name is Philip Sutton. I don't Doob. I don't know what the hell his last name is. But I'll tell you something though. That nigga look crazy. Let's continue. Let's get this dude out the way. He said, I bet he wear. Hey, yo, you shot out. He said, I bet he wear loafers. I can see that. Ah. Somebody said, I bet he wear loafers. He probably got a pair of loafers right now under the table. With his Miami Vice shirt on and shit. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, y'all crazy, yo. Somebody said, I bet he wearing some loafers. He got them shits on right now. Why he sitting there? I'm dead, yo. I'm dead. I'm dead. Y'all crazy, yo. Oh, shit, yo. Yo, y'all, but let's continue, though, guys. Let's continue.
Showing that he was in a fight, then I would call her ability to perceive, recollect, and even state that there was an altercation going on in her presence.
You know, Brandon Tatum joining us, Officer Tatum on YouTube. I've cross-examined a lot of witnesses, and
Oh, we got y'all boy again. We got Tatum. This y'all boy. Yo, so many people in my chat be bombing on him. That's why I said this y'all boy right here. This y'all big homie, right? Hold up. This y'all big homie right here. Right? This y'all big homie.
cross-examine them exactly on that. How far away were you? Did you know the target? Were you familiar with them? Was your vision obstructed by anything? Were you wearing glasses? Were you wearing sunglasses? What time of the day? I mean, I could go on and on and on. But unless you have a nun, a priest, or a virgin on the stand, or maybe Angel Gabriel might come down and testify, you have to take your witness as you find them. And I'm sure you've had a lot of drunk witnesses in Tucson to everything from a bar fight to a murder to a dope deal. Look, I'd say a good 50% of witnesses were drunk at one time or the other. That doesn't mean they didn't see what.
Then I tell you, we got some people that don't like Mr. Which I want me to call him. Hold on, we're gonna call him. I don't know what to call him, Miss Spencer, because I know you don't like this. You and about 20 other people in the chat, 30 other people. Hey, I'll tell you, boy, they don't like this dude right here, boy. That nigga's a straight raccoon, boy. Let's continue.
Well, from a law enforcement perspective, this is not cross-examination on the stand. This is us. What I would deal with a witness is right on the scene, and I'm not too concerned of whether the person is drunk or not. I'm not going to test their blood alcohol level on the scene. I want to know specifically, what did you see? What are the identifying markers that you have to say that this is Nolan? If the person can describe them, maybe we'll do a show up. If we have like a video or a picture or something, we could show them and say, hey, does this match the person you think that was here? Then we'll have a good perspective. But there is a challenge here, because you do have to identify him.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a serious question. And I'm going to ask y'all this, and I'm going to just read y'all comments while I let the video play. Y'all think Nolan was trying to fit in too much? Let me repeat myself. Do y'all think Nolan was trying to fit in that crowd too much? Like he was trying to, because sometimes when you meet a whole new group of friends, you try to fit in a little bit too much. Pause. Y'all think that's the case in this situation also? Somebody said no. Somebody said maybe. Hey. He said no, I think he was too trusty. I was saying that too. Because when you read his character, well, not read his character, when you listen to his character, the way Mama Love and Pops and everybody broke him down, he got a good heart. He's too trusty. That's a good way of saying it, K-Bot. Shout out to K-Bot. He said he gave everyone the benefit of the doubt when everyone ain't your friend. Man, shout out to K-Bot with that's a yeah. I feel that one. If y'all don't shut up, I got these damn dogs barking. I feel that one. Shout out to K-Bot because that's some real shit, and that's the first thing I felt when I started covering the story. Because the only thing I felt, I said, yo, he might have trusted, he might have wanted to fit in too much, but he got too much trust, and that's the problem. When you give that too much trust, everyone ain't got the benefit for that. They took advantage of that shit, bro. They took advantage. That's why everybody in the chat, yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to K-Bot. That's a fact, man. I gotta put you on the screen. That's a super fact. I don't know if this is a female or I mean, or dude. I mean, shout out to K-Bot. Sound like you the homie though, so I'm gonna say the homie. Hold up. He said my white friends barely hang with other white people. That makes me trust them. That make me trust them more. I don't know if that's wrong. Hold on. You said my white friends barely hang with other white people. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. They don't bring you around they friends. Whatever friendship you got with that individual, y'all just keep it between y'all and y'all little circle. Ain't no more like outsiders from his group or your group that's coming. And if it's coming from your group, they more trustworthy being around him than you being around his group. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. You're more trustworthy when he's around your peoples, but when you get around him, that individual, you don't be around that too much, or he don't bring them around you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, K-Bot. He just put it in there. All right. Shout out to James for the 199 super chat. He said, shout out to you, Smoke, man. Hit that like. I appreciate that, James. Shout out to James V for the 199 super chat, man. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. I got you. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to K-Bot. Let's continue this, though, gang. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Support the channel. Y'all know the vibes.
Can't just say it was a black man out there with curly hair. What I would.
But unless you have a nun, a priest, or a virgin on the stand, or maybe Angel Gabriel might come down and testify, you have to take your witness as you find them. And I'm sure you've had a lot of drunk witnesses in Tucson to everything from a bar fight to a murder to a dope deal. Look, I'd say a good 50% of witnesses were drunk at one time or the other. That doesn't mean they didn't see what they saw.
Well, from a law enforcement perspective, this is not cross-examination on the stand. This is us. What I would deal with a witness is right on the scene, and I'm not too concerned of whether the person is drunk or not. I'm not going to test their blood alcohol level on the scene. I want to know specifically, what did you see? What are the identifying markers that you have to say that this is Nolan? If the person can describe them, maybe we'll do a show up. If we have like a video or a picture or something, we could show them and say, hey, does this match the person you think that was here? Then we'll have a good perspective. But there is a challenge here because you do have to identify him. You can't just say it was a black man out there with curly hair and I think it was Nolan. You're going to have some clear identifying markers that you know this is Nolan, and then you have to identify the people he was fighting with and the girl, and I think this person is going to have a big challenge. I saw this text message. We reached out to the girl on her social media. She never responded to us. I don't know if she ever really sent it in to the police, but it is problematic in my opinion if she hasn't. If you're going to say somebody is going to spend time in jail, or you are alluding to the fact they've committed a crime, and the fact now that we know that Nolan did not survive being out there at Horn Island, and you never submitted that to law enforcement, there's a potential that that's tampering with evidence. If you have evidence of a crime and you're withholding that from law enforcement, and you knowingly and intentionally are doing that, that could be very problematic for a person who claimed to be a witness.
No. More.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Yo, if Auntie invite me to a show, right, and you running your mouth, you explaining yourself for a minute, because you know that's about what 60 seconds. Tina was talking about 60, about almost a minute some change, and then you got Auntie, the screen pop up, and you hear her say no, 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 no. I'll be mad as hell. You don't waste about a minute and some change trying to explain something, and Auntie Nancy said no, no, no. Hey, yo, shout out to Nancy, man. She be embarrassing these niggas. I'm telling you, man, yo. And she'll let you talk for a whole 2 minutes. If she ain't feeling that shit, she gonna go, no, no, no. Nancy a troll. That's a fact, 803. She a troll, man. I'm telling you, man. She a troll, man. Shout out to Auntie Nancy, man. She be having me cracking the F up, bro. She had that nigga talk for a whole minute, some change, talking about some no, no, no.
It's wrong.
Was Nolan. You're going to have some clear identifying markers that you know this is Nolan, and then you have to identify the people he was fighting with and the girl, and I think this person is going to have a big challenge. I saw this text message. We reached out to the girl on her social media. She never responded to us. I don't know if she ever really sent it in to the police, but it is problematic in my opinion if she hasn't. If you're going to say somebody is going to spend time in jail, or you are alluding to us, that you know this is Nolan, and then you have to identify the people he was fighting with and the girl, and I think this person is going to have a big challenge. I saw that you see hair, and I think it was Nolan. You're going to have some clear identifying markers that you know this is Nolan, and then you have to identify the people he was fighting with and the girl, and I think this person is going to have a big challenge. I saw this text message. We reached out to the girl on her social media. She never responded to us.
So according to him, he said they reached out to her. Who is this girl? Is it? Let's play Family Feud. Let's play Jeopardy. Let's play The Price is Right. Who is this girl? Oh, I could guess. Hey, Dante, you want to guess who the girl is, Dante? Shout out to my homie Dante, the mod. Dante, you want to guess who the girl is? Dante put her name in every goddamn chat. Where Dante at? Man, Dante, wake your ass up, nigga. Somebody said, "K." I was waiting for the homie Dante to put it in there. Yeah, exactly, man. Man, Katie been named for about 400 times already, bro. Like, I can't, man. Katie from 1800 block, nigga. Shout out to Katie from the west side, 1800 block, nigga. Shout out to Katie from the west side. She gotta be a G. Cause everywhere I hear, we got them. We got Navy SEAL talking about her. Yeah, with some girl named he was Katie he was with. We got Warren and them acting like they never knew Katie, but then all of a sudden they know Katie. Yeah, you know, I looked at Nolan like it was crazy. I said, yo, bro, you crazy, bro. Bro, you crazy, bro. Bro, you crazy, bro. Remember when Warren said that? You're goofy ass. Why you gonna tell your best friend that he's crazy? Because he's trying to get some poom poom. Like I said, there's consequences when you deal with Katie. Allegedly. And then we got the other dude, Lil Trey. Yeah, you know, I had a little slick words towards Nolan, but it was mostly because he was with the girl he was with. Yeah, I had little slick words towards Nolan. Yeah, yeah. Right after that, 10 minutes, I got into a little fight over here 10 minutes after that. And Nolan see your goofy ass get in the fight. Y'all be lying. Y'all all lying. Yeah. Katie gotta be married, or it's consequences when you deal with Katie, nigga. Straight up and down. Yeah, they was low key hating. Cause why you gonna tell your man, bro, you crazy, bro? Bro, you crazy, bro. And that was a what, 3 o'clock? Cause you assuming that's the last assuming to you that's the last time you seen your boy. So at 3 o'clock, he had his hands over Katie, right? And they was vaping, they was chilling, drinking a little, know what I mean, drinking a little, whatever they was drinking. We're gonna say energy drink. They was drinking a little energy drink, and you walk past with your little flip flops and shit like that, and you look at your best friend, because well, allegedly your best friend, Nolan got one of the girls that you always wanted, because you was hating on another friend that had that girl probably too. And you, bro, you crazy, bro. Y'all was hating on that nigga, bro. Rest in peace to Nolan. Y'all was hating on him. Y'all was hating on him. Y'all was hating on that young, athletic, half black, half Filipino, 6'1", 6'2", coming in the room, light up the room with a smile. Got the girls dancing when he come with his little swag. You know, that's that black side. He come with his little swag a little bit. Got them doing a Dougie. Got them doing all that shit up there. You know what I mean? Got them doing all that. Y'all was mad. Y'all was mad. Y'all could deal with it for the few years y'all met him. But then when y'all got by 18, 19, y'all said, we can't deal with this no more. It was cool when we was teenagers. Niggas is crazy, man. Niggas is crazy. Yeah, so far we got $100 from Yolanda Walker. Hold up. Y'all see her in the chat. Shout out to Yolanda. We got $100 for her. Anybody else gonna share? Anybody else gonna match Yolanda Cash App? Cause shout out to Yolanda. She don't bombed it tonight. She's like, man, take that $100 smoke, man. You already know, man. I love your content. Shout out to Yolanda once again for that $100 Cash App. We got the super chat, we got the Cash App, and we got the membership. And we got these goofy ass buddies that's lying every goddamn time. Let's continue. Smash the like button also. And also get your membership. Follow me on Kick. And follow me on all platforms too. We got the TikTok, we got IG. Follow me on them platforms.
I don't know if she ever really sent it in to the police. Was Nolan. You know, you're gonna have to have some clear identifying markers that you know this is Nolan, and then you have to identify the people he was fighting with and the girl. And I think this person is gonna have a big challenge. I saw this text message. We reached out to the girl on her social media. She never responded to us. I don't know if she ever really sent it in to the police, but it is problematic in my opinion if she hasn't. If you're going to say somebody is going to spend time in jail, or you are alluding to the fact they've committed a crime, and the fact now that we know that Nolan did not survive being out there at Horn Island, and you never submitted that to law enforcement, there's a potential that that's tampering with evidence. If you have evidence of a crime and you're withholding that from law enforcement, and you knowingly and intentionally are doing that, that could be very problematic for a person who claimed to be a witness.
No. Morally, it's wrong. But there is no duty under the law that you have to report yourself as a witness, that you have to volunteer information. You can stand on the side of a pool and watch somebody drown and do nothing unless you have a fiduciary capacity. And it's not a crime in our jurisprudence. So nothing is compelling her under the law to come forward. However, interesting, she did post it. She did identify herself. She did say she was going to police. And that would be my first line of cross. Did you take this to the police? And if she said no, oh, all H-E-double-L
Well,
break out in that courtroom. If you have information like this and you don't go to the police, no,
Nancy,
no,
she's
fur would
making.
fly. Fur would fly. You ever seen a dog fight? That's what I mean by that. Fur would fly. So that would be a line of cross-exam. Hold on, something else. Before I go out to Susan Hendricks, Jeff Shetler, and Ben Dobrin, now information that there is, in fact, a criminal investigation.
Hearing that somebody who has an inside source is saying the DA's office in Mississippi is now looking at the Nolan Wells case as a criminal investigation and no longer an accidental drowning. Now, we can only pray that this is true. Obviously, we can't celebrate. We can't get excited at all because I have not seen Ben Crump announce this. It is not being reported by any other major media sources, but there are rumblings.
From Sam Crouppen. All right. I would like to point out that his source is a, quote, little birdie. Little birdies are saying that an inside source says the DA's office is now looking into the Nolan Wells as a criminal investigation.
Do you see how that crazy? The DA lady now want to look into a investigation as yes, had to look into that shit in the beginning. You see, this is shit I'm talking about. 30 days go by. Okay, now we want to look into an investigation because y'all probably done tampered so many shit. Not for nothing, respectfully, Mississippi, Ocean Springs, respectfully. Let me look at my watch. It's Wednesday, August 19th. This kid got reported missing on July 4th and body found 2 days later on July 6th. And now y'all want to look into an investigation? That shit is crazy to me, bro. You want to talk about system being effed up? You want to talk about system don't be on everybody's side? You want to talk about systems that just want to be patient and take their time? This is a perfect one right here. Now y'all want to look into an investigation? This happened July, we're going to say July 4th. Y'all found the body July 6th. It's August 19th. I would have crashed out. I ain't going to hold you. As a parent, shout out to Pops. Shout out to Elmore. What Pops' name? Somebody put in the chat. Elmore. I'm pronouncing it right? Man, shout out to Elmore. Man, listen. Nah, for real. From father to father, Elmore. From father to father. And everybody that's in the chat, I got about 335 people in the building. We got females and males in the building. And most likely, everybody's parents in my chat. Most likely. But shout out to all the fathers. As a father, Elmore, I probably would have crashed out. Miss Special, I would have crashed out. Shout out to Elmore for holding that shit down and being patient. I would have crashed out. You feel me, 803? Nah, I'm being honest. Listen. I ain't in that life no more. I'm a civilian. I work. I come here. I work with y'all. Y'all built this platform with me. All of y'all. Everybody from day one till now. That's why I always shout y'all. That's why I always say peace and love. Because without y'all, I won't have this shit. And for the people from day one, they know what I'm talking about. I built this shit from the ground up with my hands. Faithfully. So as a father, I probably would have crashed out. I probably would have gave all this shit up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would have went there and grabbed a couple little homies. I would have man, what? I would have crashed out, bro. I would have been like, yo, call your father. I would have told Mama Love, make sure you got that bail money because I'm about to crash out tonight. And we're gonna tell Big Crump and them. We'll explain that shit later on. But I gotta I would have crashed out, bro. I would have crashed out, bro. Y'all gonna tell me a month and a half later, now y'all looking to this shit as an investigation? Well, my son, my stepson, I ain't gonna say stepson, because Elmore done raised that boy since he was about what, 2, 3 years old, probably 4 years old. They got pictures of Elmore. Shout out to Elmore, man. I ain't gonna say no stepfather. You was father. I don't know about his real father, but you was father. And for him to find his son laid out, face down, on the shoreline of a water in the sand, why you think Elmore said from the beginning? If everybody remember, Elmore said, once we went out there and I couldn't find my son, in my heart, I knew my son wasn't on that. He wasn't on that island. Elmore said this in the press conference by 1, 2, and 3 times. Elmore said he felt his son was on the land. Anybody in the chat remember that? Am I lying? Y'all forgot what Pop said that about 1, 2, 3 times? He said once they went to that outlet, they couldn't find him. There was mad law enforcement. He said, my son not here, bro. My son is on that land somewhere. Because they was hiding him, allegedly. Everybody in the chat know, everybody feel like they hit him on a boat or they hit him somewhere and they brought him back to the island. I don't got to explain myself 1,000 times. We already spoke about this shit. You ain't gonna be washed away a day and a half and reappear like this for 2 days and all of a sudden they find you. They don't work like that. No, the only way it works, they bring your body back to the island. That part. And y'all remember when Elmore said, he said, yo, in my heart, I knew my son wasn't on that island. When they went out there the next morning and they was looking for him. Why you think they was bugging out, knocking on the doors, trying to go look at the boats and all that? Because we black people, listen, bro, we don't mess around with water. We don't, there's certain things we just don't do. We just don't do that shit. Black and Latino people. Shout out to my Latinos too. We just don't do certain things. Especially my Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm Puerto Rican and black. Black, Puerto Rican and black, whatever you want to mix it with. My father, a whole nigga. So what are we talking about? I got a whole black name, nigga, last name, nigga. So we don't mess with heights. We don't do water. It's certain things we just don't do. We just don't. That's why Elmore, being a down south native, he said, man, my son is somewhere on the land, bro. Let's go back on the land. We got to go back to these people's house. That part. Exactly, K-Bop. That's why Elmore said, nah, he's somewhere on the land. There was people on it. Somebody would have been seen, though. There was overnight campers that stood the night from July 4th going into July 5th. What we talking about here? That part, Miss Special. He felt it because that's his blood for real. Nah, that part, Miss Special. That part. Shout out to my Boricuas, man. And shout out to my black culture. See, I got both. You know what I mean? So I come from the hood. Shout out to all my homies. Shout out to all my Ricans. So I know what both sides are. And I know what we do, and I know what we don't do on both sides. And we don't F around with that water, B. And we don't F around with them heights. Let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Support the channel. I'm still trying to see if somebody can match Yolanda with the $100 cash app or the ain't nobody gonna match that in the chat. Ain't nobody gonna match that, huh? Once again, shout out to Yolanda for the $100 cash app, man. I appreciate that. Support the channel, man, because she's definitely supporting the channel. The more you support the channel, the more we're gonna be bigger, and the more bigger we're gonna get. Plain and simple. Anybody from day one, go look at my first videos. Look at the quality. Miss Special, am I lying? If you my day one, look at the quality. I got old videos up when I first started. Look at the quality from before and now. Look at the quality of the everything. It'll tell you. It'll tell you. So anything that anybody, all my supporters do, that should support the channel. You best believe that. You already know, Yolanda. Shout out to her, man. So anything y'all do, it support the channel. Definitely had grown. That's what I'm saying. Miss Special, no, she's one of my day ones. I got a couple day ones in here. They know. If y'all don't know, go back to them old videos. Go back to it say popular and it say late. It say the old videos. Go to the old ones and you'll see the quality. You'll see the quality of the work. This right here is just the beginning. I got some more shit coming. Y'all already know the vibes. Like I said, I got hoodies. We're going to have some dad hats. We're going to have all that. He said, do you take bottle cap donations? Hey, K, I don't know what the hell you talking about, K-Bot. You bugged out. Yeah, man, shout out to Puerto Rico, man, because we having a water crisis out there. Shout out to my loved ones out there in Puerto Rico. That's definitely a fact. Prayers to Puerto Rico, man, because they going through it. That's a fact. I should have brought some light to that, to be honest, too. So shout out to Pretty Mom, man, because not for nothing, man. We're going through a little water crisis out there. There's no electricity. I mean, they doing us dirty over there. And shout out to all my family that's actually watching me out there. My cousins, people like that, man. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all gonna get through what y'all going through. It didn't hit every part of Puerto Rico, but it hit a majority of Puerto Rico. So you know what we do. I mean, at the end of the day, we know we go through that shit. Not for nothing, we go through it, man. Even if they don't help us, we still make it out that shit. So shout out to all my Puerto Rican people that's out there. Shout out to all my people that's going through that shit. Y'all already know, man. Keep y'all head up, stand up, because this ain't the first go around that we went through this shit. It's plenty of times we went through this shit. So y'all already know the vibes, man. Stand up, man. Because that shit got me mad as hell, too, what's going on out there. And shout out to all my Puerto Ricans that's in the chat. Shout out to all my Ricans that support me. Y'all already know what's going on. Shout out to all my New Yorkers that's Puerto Ricans. Y'all know this shit. Shout out to all my Jersey. Y'all know Jersey stand up. Y'all know this shit. He said, go hard. He says, bushing the witness and building a lot of shit since I took off on. Yo, go hard, no? Go hard was here in the beginning. Shout out to my mom, go hard, man. He was here in the beginning. I used to go live, man. I started live in the beginning anyway when I did the Young Dolph shit. So let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's finish this off.
I can't put that up on the stand. Susan Hendricks joining me, investigative journalist and author of Down the Hill, My Descent into the Double Murder in Delphi. Susan, you get laughed out of court. If your witness said a little birdie told me, number one, that's hearsay, but a little birdie?
Yeah, exactly. It makes me wonder, did that woman, those text messages about some sort of altercation, is the grand jury analyzing this as we speak? Because finally the DA came out and said, look, I can't release anything that's going on, but let it be clear, and I'm paraphrasing, that we are investigating this with a grand jury.
Susan Hendricks, you're absolutely right. She states most recently, this is the elected district attorney. My obligation and commitment is to present the grand jury with all the evidence collected in.
Now, this goofy ass lady, the DA, y'all know the DA for Mississippi that's handling the case. This her statement. This her latest statement. I'm obligation to do everything I could do to present everything to the grand jury. I'm gonna do all the evidence and collect everything in the case in order for them to reach a decision that's based on through the thorough investigation, complete evidence, the presentation, the actual truth. I don't want to hear that shit. You're lying. What y'all thought? I can't read this shit, Miss DA? Oh no, I know how to read, Miss DA. I just get a little loopy sometimes. I stumble through my words. But I don't want to hear this, Miss DA. You had all the investigation, you had all the evidence, you had link videos, you had link photos, you had evidence, you had proof on the island. Y'all got people out there that do this shit every other year. You got thousands of people, you got hundreds of boats, and you telling me now you're doing a full investigation? You know what we say on this side, respectfully? And this is respectfully. Miss DA and everybody over there that's taking their time with this, this is what we got to say to y'all. And this is respectfully. Y'all could kiss her ass. That's what exactly. Pause. And y'all know y'all done effed up, right? Y'all know y'all done effed up, right? Y'all could kiss all that part. Because y'all full of shit down there. Putting a statement out there talking about we full obligation to do this and presentation of proof to the grand jury. So when the grand jury get it, they could push that shit several months later. When the grand jury get it, they could push that shit a few months later. Y'all could kiss my motherfucking black and Spanish ass with them lies y'all doing. And I'm saying this respectfully. Not in a disrespectful way. Y'all full of shit over there.
Case in order for them to reach a decision based on a thorough investigation, complete evidence presentation, the actual truth, and an understanding of the law. I'm obligated to do so in keeping with the law and the rules of the court. She goes on to state, I stand firmly on the rule of law and my ethical obligation. That is what the people of Jackson County elected me to do. I will present the grand jury with a thorough, complete, and fair investigation into the death of Nolan Wells. Now, is there a criminal investigation? According to some sources, there is. We keep hearing there is no criminal investigation. To Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter, what is the truth of it tonight?
Nancy, it hasn't been announced that there's a criminal investigation, but it just stands to reason that they are doing a full investigation into the death of Nolan Wells. At this point, we don't have a cause of death, Nancy. They have not released the reports on the autopsy that was done by the state, completed weeks ago. We don't know anything. Nothing's been released. So whether they're doing a criminal investigation or not, I think it stands to reason they are investigating to every piece of evidence they can find to determine what happened and what they can present, they being investigators, to the grand jury.
I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake. We are taking the time required to complete the work this investigation demands. Since Nolan was reported missing, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies have worked around the clock investigating what happened to him. Every piece of evidence must be examined. Every credible lead must be followed to its conclusion.
If y'all don't know who this is a DA lady. This is Angel. I think her name is Angel or some shit like that. Angela Angel. She full of shit. Because not everything y'all got, let me tell you something, pardon me. Y'all received so much evidence allegedly or so much clues or information that y'all could have easily did an investigation the first week or two. This is old right here. She did this shit like what? I think at the end of the month, I think it was like the end of July when she did this little interview. This is bullshit. Exactly. That's why I say this shit get me pissed off because that's all they doing is lying, bro. Like it's crazy. It's crazy what they're trying to cover up allegedly.
This interview, but we are not taking. I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake. We are taking the time required to complete the work this investigation demands. Since Nolan was reported missing, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies have worked around the clock investigating what happened to him. Every piece of evidence must be examined. Every credible lead must be followed to its conclusion. Every witness interview must be analyzed in context of all other evidence. The pressure for answers does not change what the work requires. Our responsibility to Nolan and our community is to complete this investigation thoroughly, carefully, without compromise, supported by the evidence and worthy of the confidence of the people we serve. I also understand that many people have questions about why more information has not been released publicly. In Mississippi, the rules of professional conduct restrict the information a prosecutor can release during an investigation. Our restraint in communicating facts and evidence is not an effort to keep the truth from the public. It is an effort to protect the integrity of this investigation and the grand jury proceeding.
And tonight, more rumblings that the wrong boat was searched.
The MDMR report states that the searched vessel was called a Tide craft, right? On July 8th. But witnesses show he used a Tide line boat on July 4th. In the MDMR report, right down at the bottom in the yellow, it says Tide craft, not Tide line.
What about the mistake in
All right, enough of that. Let's get this Carmelo situation. I want to see what they're talking about here because Carmelo Anthony obviously got a new trial coming up. That's good news. Come on, don't start this freezing shit. That's why I be saying they always want to freeze my shit up, bro. Like, cut it out, bro. Yo, why my shit froze up, bro? What the fuck is they doing? Well, here we go. All right, we back. I'm telling you, every time we talk about this, gang, I don't know why, yo. They be always messing with my connection, bro. Y'all can hear me? Yeah, yo. Can anybody verify this? Anybody can stamp this? Every time we talk about this shit, and I'm being honest, I'll always freeze up. You catch me like this. You'll catch me like this. Hold up. You'll catch me like this. I don't know what's going on, yo. Can y'all hear me? I don't know what's going on, bro. He said that's that YouTube. I'm telling you, they be. Shout out to Todd. Todd know the shit. Todd, you know the shit. I'm telling you. They be playing with us, bro. But they catch me frozen like this. They didn't catch me like this. I'll be like, yo, bro. These niggas be frozen me up at the wrong time and shit. That shit be bugged out, man. Let me see if I can upload this video again, because I'm telling you, they acting like they don't want me to upload now. Hold up. All right, we got it right here. I'm uploading the video now, gang. We're gonna get to this Carmelo thing, man. We're gonna let that Nolan rest. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells once again. And my condolences to Mama Love and Pops and everybody over there, man, for real. We got a couple videos here, though. Hold up.
Defense team.
Yeah, you got to pose for the camera on this shit. I'm telling you, YouTube have you on some bugged out moments. They have you like this. They have you like this. Like, that shit be crazy, bro. I'm like, what the hell y'all doing out here, man? Accused. We out of there. We're going to get to this Carmelo. Because not for nothing, there was a whole celebration over this shit, man. Yeah, man. Put them happy birthdays for Nolan Wells, man. Not for nothing. Put them happy birthdays for Nolan Wells, man. Because, you know, we're going to jump in this Carmelo a little bit.
Legal fight.
Happy birthday to Nolan Wells, man. Because that shit is sad, to be honest. It really is, bro. But on another note, Carmelo Anthony's actually about to get a new trial. So shout out to his lawyers. Shout out to them expensive lawyers he got. They went there in an hour and they shut that shit down. Let's get to Carmelo Anthony and the celebration. And you know what's kind of crazy? This happened on Nolan Wells' birthday. Ain't the universe work in some strange ways, right? Don't the universe work strange? Carmelo Anthony got a new trial on Nolan Wells' birthday. I don't know if y'all believe. I believe in that universe energy. Let me tell you something. For this to happen on Nolan Wells' birthday, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's that energy, man. That's that energy. Let's continue, though, man. Free Carmelo Anthony, man. Let's get to like a little 3 clips, though. See what's going on here.
The judge was not acting. Anthony's defense team argues the judge was not acting impartial after he spoke publicly about the case.
Nicole, that's exactly right. And that post-conviction fight for Carmelo Anthony's team really started today. And I'll tell you what, court started a little after 9. There were some delays, but it only took 1 hour. That's it for Carmelo Anthony's new defense team to convince this judge, that Judge John Roach, who presided over Anthony's trial back in June, that he should be recused. That's it. It took 1 hour. So just about an hour ago, there was a loud outroar outside of the courthouse. We went down there to see what happened. Inside the courtroom, I am told it was tense. I'm told it was emotional. A clip from an interview that Judge Roach, that you were just talking about, Nicole, did 2 days after Anthony was found guilty of first-degree murder, was played for the court to hear. Now, in that clip, Judge Roach agreed that the jury, quote, got it right. The Anthony defense team, his new defense team, says Judge Roach compromised his impartiality during that very interview. Here's what it sounded like for supporters of Carmelo Anthony after today's decision.
The process today was the discussion about the recusal of the judge, and so many people, as you see behind me, who are still left, dozens of them came here to show support for that argument. And in concert with supporting Carmelo Anthony, the argument was they did not believe that the judge who oversaw the trial himself should be doing so in the appeal process. And dozens of them flocked outside of that courtroom, outside of that courthouse when that ruling was made. So many of them saying, yes, absolutely. Part of this in their judgment was the judge. They wanted a new judge, and now that will happen. Part 2 of the process for so many of them will now be hearing an appeal on the conviction of this young man and the killing death of Austin Metcalf.
out of there. Y'all log into the Not Guilty Boys, man. We about to let y'all know what's going on. The judge has been officially refused.
Free that boy Mello, man. That boy on his way home. Can we all agree? That boy on his way home. I'll cover that story too in my life, so go check that out. So that boy on his way home. Because like I'm going to say, we're going to talk about this for a few minutes. Because y'all remember I covered this. We're going to talk about this about 10 minutes. If anybody remember the videos that they gave us with the Carmelo Anthony situation under the tent, number one, it was very dark. You can't really see. Number two, when they found the knife they found the knife somewhere on the grass. They try to say Carmelo threw the knife. I'm going to tell you something like this. A lot of teenagers at that age, and remember I showed y'all that video where you got the Metcalf brothers walking in the stadium with their friends and they looking like they was up to no good. Two of their friends had hoodies and all that. There was more than one knife under that tent. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. And the reason why I say that, because that boy pulled out his knife because he seen allegedly somebody else pull their knife out also. How much you want to bet? When you look at that tent, I guarantee y'all when this trial come back again, somebody else had a knife under that tent. And that boy felt like, hold up, how the hell am I gonna defend myself? I got a pocket knife too. Let me whip mines out. Anybody got a son? Anybody got kids that's like 18, 17, 16, 15 and up? If you got a girl, if you got a daughter or a son, what y'all tell y'all daughter? Carry some mace. Protect yourself. Even if she 18, she in college, make sure you got some mace, girl. If you got a son, if you go out to a party, make sure you protect yourself. Get a little pocket knife, something. What I'm trying to explain is 90% of these kids nowadays in college, they carry little pocket knives and mace, from female to male. High schools too. There's no difference. For that young man to pull out his pocket knife, he had to see somebody else pull a pocket knife also. I'm just going to keep it real. Because y'all remember the video, it looked like somebody tossed something in the garbage also. That's another part of the video. When you see somebody run from the tent, they go to the garbage can, look like they tossed something, and then they ran back. Am I lying here? Go back to the Carmelo videos. The Metcalf, the young man that got unalive in that situation, I don't believe he had a knife on him. I believe that the reputation they got, they bullies. They like to fight. But the friends around them, I believe one of them had a pocket knife also. Because not everybody can fight like you. Not everybody can wrestle like you. Not everybody is physical like you. Not everybody got the height like you. And we seen the pictures of the Metcalf brothers. They got a little height. They play sports. They got a little physical. They got a little weight on them. They some big white boys. Can we agree? But the people that was around them doesn't mean they got that same energy. And you got to remember, Carmelo came there with a fake ass friend, a little Spanish friend that he thought that was his buddy too, just like Nolan Wells. Carmelo, man, he got pictures of this dude taking pictures of his family in a Halloween party, Christmas party, everything. Same thing like Nolan Wells. No different. The reason why I bring this story up, because let this marinate in your brain. Let this marinate. Eddie, exactly, Eddie. Shout out to Pretty VA. When you look at Nolan Wells' situation, who's the middle person? Warren. When you look at Carmelo Anthony's situation, who's the middle person that's friends with Carmelo and the Metcalf brothers? Eddie. When you look at Nolan Wells' situation, who's over there taking pictures, hanging out with Warren them family, hanging out in events and all that, going to Horn. Nolan with their family, right? When you look at the Carmelo situation, same thing. When you look at the Carmelo case, what the hell did they show us? He taking pictures with Eddie family. He's in events with Eddie family. He's in Halloween parties with Eddie family. He was dating Eddie cousin. It was a female. Remember Eddie, Carmelo girlfriend's Eddie's cousin? Y'all forgot about that? Same situation. So what I'm about to explain here is when you got a middleman like that and Warren and Eddie, but they so puss. Let me take it back. They not real friends to a point that they're gonna defend you as a real brother and friend to defend you from the others that they intimidated by. So what they do is they turn their back. Let me explain it. Eddie's situation. That tells me you were scared of the Metcalf brothers. Because you backdoor Carmelo. You invited Carmelo to the stadium. You invited Carmelo to that school. You invited Carmelo to the sports event. There was a running track event. With the Metcalf brothers, you knew them. You was afraid of them, allegedly. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's why you turned your back on Carmelo. Let's get to Nolan Wells. Warren, your punk ass, same situation. You might love Nolan, but everybody that's friends with you, just like Eddie, you probably scared of Bart, or you probably scared of Jax, or you probably scared of Wyatt. So what you do, since you scared of one of them three individuals, Wyatt, Jax, or Warren, Wyatt, Jax, or Wyatt, whatever, you know I'm loopy. What you do, you turn your back on Nolan because you're scared of them, one of them individuals. It's the same situation. Them niggas, pardon my language. They not real friends. They pussy. Y'all turn y'all back on the people that actually y'all was afraid of. Warren, the only difference between you've been friends with them individuals since a young age before you got close with Nolan. But for some strange reason, you turned your back on Nolan because there's all these crazy stories that's going on with his unaliving. But when we hear the story about Wyatt, Bart, they sound aggressive. You might be scared of them. Same thing. How many times? Listen, I don't like to break it down on street times, man. Some people be pussy, man. Some people be scared of individuals. They'll turn your back on you. Let you get robbed, let you get shot, let you all types of shit happen to you. That part. And he been friends with you about 5-6 years. Eddie, he did the same thing to Carmelo. Warren did the same thing to Nolan. The same situation. Same situation. Exactly. Y'all know when I'm loopy, I kind of take long trying to get my point, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. There's always the middleman that try to avoid things, but then again, they could turn your back on you also. That part. So we got Eddie and Carmelo, and we got Warren and Nolan. Don't y'all see it now? Don't y'all see the picture? Nasty work. Nasty work. That's why you got to be careful who you rolling with, and you got to make sure he your ride or die homie. Ladies and gentlemen. Because we all like to go out. We all like to party. We all like to go to lounges, clubs, whatever. I don't do clubs. I don't. I age that shit. I don't do the clubs. I did that shit my younger age. But I do like to go out. But you got to be careful who you rolling with. You got to make sure you got a ride or die homie. When you pop off, he gonna pop off. We gonna leave this shit together, engine, nigga. But the get back gonna get better. If we survive this situation while we popping off, the get back is gonna be way better. Believe me, I'm only speaking on my terms. I'm only speaking on my terms. But ladies understand that too. You got to be careful who you're rolling with. Because sometimes the people will leave you for dead. And you might not make it back home to your kids or nobody. Because they turned your back on you. Or because they fear and they scared. That's the situation we're looking at. Eddie, Carmelo Anthony, and Warren and Nolan Wells. We got two friends that turned their back on their friends they call brother, and all of a sudden, now they jammed up. We got one that's doing 35, and we got one that got unalive. Make it make sense. If one group of friends allegedly didn't leave his friend behind on the island, he'll still be alive. Which we don't believe. We don't believe that they just left Nolan out there and they just left. We don't believe that. But say that's the case. If y'all wouldn't have left him, he'll still be alive. Eddie's situation with Carmelo. If you would have never called Carmelo to the stadium, to the school, to the sports event, and then you turned his back because you knew the mid-calf was coming to check him for some strange reason, and you ain't have his back and you invite him there, same situation. The only difference is Carmelo made it out alive. That's the only difference. Carmelo actually defended himself to get out that situation alive instead of being unalive, which we all would do. It called defending yourself, self-defense. We're gonna break this shit down in subtitles. Trying to tell you. He said Warren losing weight. I see that too. Shout out to Tracy for saying that. If you go to Warren's first interview and you go to his last interview, that nigga look like he lost about 20 pounds in a month. Yeah, that's a fact. It's some friends you can't go out with and some friends you could go out with. Because you got to understand, man, when shit pop off, and it might not be your fault. It sometimes be jealous people. Sometimes be people that just looking at y'all, hating on y'all vibe. When shit pop off, you got to make sure you got somebody that's going to pop off with you. I always been the type, man. We came together, we going to lead together. You can ask anybody around me. I ain't never run. So, and I stand on that. One thing I grew up from my uncles, shout out to my uncles and all them, they told me, nigga, whoever you hang out with, you take an ass whooping with that person. Shit, sometimes you might not make it back home, but hey, at least you stood 10 toes down. And if y'all get out that situation, the get back is always better. The get back is always better. So that's why I feel bad for Nolan, and that's why I feel bad for Carmelo, especially for Nolan. If he would have had some of his brothers with him, his real friends, none of this shit would have happened. And I'm being honest. Because when you're on an island and the majority of people on that island, respectfully, it's only about 6, 7 of y'all that's the same skin color, and the rest is Caucasian. If y'all think I'm lying about this, y'all know I'm not lying. When you come into a place where the majority of people is outnumber you, whatever culture you in, and it ain't just a white and black thing. You could be Indian, you could be whatever, Asian, Chinese. When y'all go to a party, y'all go to anywhere, and y'all come in there 5, 4 deep. What the first thing y'all do if y'all look in the environment that y'all at And y'all like, yo, listen, we don't see nobody that look like us here but us and about 2 other people. Y'all gonna look at each other, y'all gonna watch each other back. Y'all gonna, especially if y'all friends. Any move you make, any girl you go holler, I'm on you. Pause. I'm like, yo, where you going? No, I'm gonna go over here and holler at this female. All right, let me know when you good over there. That's the type of shit that we do when we outnumber in the environment that we at. We gotta look out for each other. I've been in that type of situation. So I could talk that. When me, 2, 3 of my homies walk into a bar, nigga, hello. It's a little bit too bright in there. We just brought a little bit of light. We just brought a little bit of darkness in there, nigga. Just a little bit, nigga. Y'all get what I'm saying? So when we in on bars and all that shit, and it's a little bit too bright in there, and we walking in the building, we watching each other back. Y'all niggas, man, homies know what I'm talking about. Ladies know what I'm talking about too. This ain't a black and white thing. It's just any culture, any environment you go to. If you outnumber, you're gonna watch each other back. Y'all came in together, y'all gonna leave together. Come on, bro. That's why I feel bad for Nolan Wells' situation. I wish some homies would have stood there with him. You know what I mean? And watched his back, bro. Because that's just something I learned from my family, my moms, you come with people, my homies too. You come, we gonna lead together, man. I was always the type to go to adventure. My homies would tell you. Listen, if all of my homies, they'll tell you. I was always the bugged out one. Nah, we going up here, man. We go up here, nigga. 85% is Caucasian, nigga. And we jump in the building, it's about 10% of us, nigga. About 7% of us. Like, I was always that type. So I could talk that. Because when you walk into a building and you feel like, damn, this shit feel mad uncomfortable. Like I told y'all, I dated all cultures throughout my life. I'm in my early 40s. I ain't just date black women. I ain't just date Spanish women. I dated outer cultures also. I experienced that. So when you experience that and you go in their environment, you're going to understand what the hell I'm talking about. And there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to just be careful, know your whereabouts, and don't be too comfortable. Because not everybody going to love you like little Steve loved you, nigga, that brought you to the party. Just because little Steve brought you to the party, don't mean that little Johnny and them gonna love you. You might be taking the spotlight away from them with the whole crowd and the whole females because you came in the building with more swag, more energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's the vibe I get from Nolan. And that's what happened. Female and jealousy. Mix with drinks. That shit don't vibe together. That shit don't vibe together, y'all. Y'all all been through that lifetime. Y'all all been through them type situations. And y'all can see the picture. That shit don't vibe together. That part. She said that part. It's uncomfortable being around friends of friends sometimes. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened to Nolan. He thought that he was comfortable with other friends, but little did he know they wasn't really feeling him. You were just really cool with Warren. Them other friends wasn't really feeling you. Warren was saving the relationship between his friends and Nolan. That's the shit that's going on here. Especially, they was getting loopy. And so we got some, well, according to the information we got, they said there's no code. They ain't none of that snow shit. There wasn't none of that found in Nolan, allegedly, so far. So, shit, nasty word. If y'all gonna do all that to date someone of different ethnic, why I never get that? It doesn't make sense to me. It's like forbidden. I don't get what you saying, not on one. What you saying? Maybe you two lost. Because let me tell you something. You could be cool with other cultures and all that, but that doesn't mean that culture accept you. You ever been in an environment where you smiling the most because you trying to fit in? You trying to accept yourself in that culture? Or you're dating one of they relative and you trying to fit into that? I guess you never been through that before. You see, I can't agree with you. You can't say you're gonna risk your lives on dating outside your race. Because if you look at most of the kids in this generation of America that we live in, I want to say 75% of the kids that's growing up in the generation that we live in, they all mix. Especially when it comes to the black and the white culture and the Latino and black culture or Latino or white culture. 75% of the kids are growing up for the last damn near 10 years, going on to the next 10, 20 years. They all mix in this culture. Why you think that kids are actually woke more than ever? They mix. It's either their father black, their mother white, their mother Latina, or their father black, or their father Latino, or their mother Spanish. 75% of kids growing up from down south to the west coast to the east coast, they all mix. They all mix. Look at the analytics and come back and talk to me. It's only, let me tell you what culture that sticks to themselves. Chinese, Asian, Indians. When you look at black, white, and Latino culture, they got the most mixed kids in this country. White, black, and Latinos. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You don't see too many mixed Chinese and black kids. You don't see too many Asians and black kids mixed. You don't see too many Indians with black females mixed. You don't see too many Indians or Pakistan. Am I lying? But you see a lot of Latinos, white, and blacks. We all got mixed kids together. And that's damn near like 65% of this goddamn country, 75%. It depends what coast you live on. So if you're from down south, you're gonna see a lot of black and white mixed kids. You from the west coast, you're gonna see a lot of Spanish and black mixed kids. You from the east coast, you're gonna see a lot of Spanish and black mixed kids. You from the Midwest, same thing, and black and white. You from Florida, Spanish and black. Mixed kids are taking over this whole goddamn country. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Exactly, Benny Blanco. Mixed kids are taking over this whole country. Mixed kids. It don't matter what culture you come from. But the most popular culture, black and white and Latinos. Puerto Rican, Dominicans, shit like that. If you're from the West Coast, it's blacks and Mexicans, mostly. And West Coast, no, I ain't lying. They got a whole bunch of black and Mexican kids out there in the West Coast. And you from the East Coast, you got a whole bunch of Dominicans and blacks and Puerto Ricans and blacks. And you from Florida, you got a whole bunch of Cubans and blacks. Let's stop playing out here, man. Exactly, no talk. That's what I'm saying. I'm a mixed kid, so I know this shit. Nah, everybody got their preference. Everybody got their preference, know what I mean? That's the fact, TT. TT, even the racist kid got their own, got mixed in them. Nah, that's a fact. Allegedly, that's a fact. If you racist or not, I'm being honest, you got something in you. You mix. He said, always attract, always, he said, always attract the Latinas and whites in large numbers. Hey, y'all shout out. Yeah. He said, a brownie America, it was written. That's a fact. I'm telling you, it's mixed kids everywhere, man. Look, Raven said, I'm from Florida. You ain't lying about the mixed kids. That's what I'm saying. They taking over. I mean, mixed kids is taking over because everybody is whites and blacks are mingling. Like Latins are mingling with blacks. It don't matter. What if you want to swipe it back and forth, it doesn't matter. They mix. But what I'm trying to say is you're not gonna find too many Asians and Chinese and their culture mixing with us, whites, blacks, or Latinos. You ain't gonna find too many Indians also, respectfully. Where I come from, I don't see too many Indians and blacks mixing. I don't see Indians and Latinos mixing. I don't see Chinese and Latinos mixing. I don't see Chinese and black mixing. I don't see Asian. That's the East Coast. And y'all gonna tell me something that nah, they stay to their culture. It's certain cultures, they stay to themselves. They stay to themselves. Look, that's very true. I'm black and Indian. That's what I'm saying, special. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you from like a real Indian culture, you understand what I'm talking about, bro. I had Indian friends, bro. I had Indian friends I like that I grew up with. Shout out to them. They probably watching me now. I'm being honest. And one thing they told me, they was like, yo, not for nothing. Like I could date outside my race, but I can't marry unless I marry outside my race. My family they're gonna disown me. And this is facts. I'm not talking lie. That's like the Chinese and the Asian culture. Nah, let you go have a baby about a black person. They'll disown your ass as a female. As a female. The most open armed people in cultures are black and Latino people. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And it depends how they take the situation. I'm being honest. Not everybody take the situation well, but most open armed people are black community, and then it comes Latino people. Either you're Puerto Rican or you're Dominican. Maybe Mexican also. That's just strict, man. Certain cultures are strict, bro. You go to another foreign place, man, they'll ban your ass out there, man. I'm trying to tell you, 803 up to they'll ban your ass, bro. Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact. Exactly. You see, TT? She said, I know an Indian girl that had a baby I know an Indian girl from Jersey that had a black boyfriend and her family disowned her because she wouldn't let them pick her husband. Hello. You from Jersey. You already know. Hey TT, how many Indian communities in Jersey? That's why I said when I come here, I talk facts to y'all, man. You see what I mean? I told you. Hey yo, one love. Hey yo, shout out to one love. I know exactly where that shit at. You believe me? I know exactly where that shit. You too close, yeah. You know exactly that. That's Indian land over there. Like, shout out to my Indian people though, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Oh shit, yo, y'all bugged out. She said Jersey City and Island. Oh yeah, they taking over Jersey City. Hell yeah. Slowly, too. They taking over Jersey City. Oh, man. I'm just keeping the facts, though, man. I'm just keeping the facts. That's all I'm doing, yo. It's mostly blacks and white. That's why I say it depends where you at. If you in Mississippi, you're gonna all your mixed kids, black and white. Know what I mean? So it depends where you at. It depends where you at, man. But let me get up out of here, game, man. Y'all got me tired. I done been here about 3 hours and 20 minutes. Perfect timing. It's 10:50. It ain't too late. Shout out to 901, man. Hard. Hold up, pardon me. Shout out to 901 HR. If I'm saying heart tech lady for the 999 super chat. She said, I love your channel and your interaction. I appreciate that. That's what we bring over here. Entertainment, laugh, and we bring real stories, man. We ain't gonna sit here crying all day either, you know what I mean? Off the stories it brings. So one thing about me, if you know my thing, we're gonna call it how we see it. That's when we bring the laughter in. The chatter tells you, just continue following us, you will understand. But I'm gonna get up out of here, gang, man. We've been here 3 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, know what I mean? Because I needed this right here, know what I mean? So rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Happy birthday to Nolan Wells. He would have been 19 years old, for seriously. Not for nothing, man. I'm in my early 40s. But once upon a time, I was at that age, and I ain't think I was gonna make it. And all my homies, they know what I'm talking about. Ladies probably too. I mean, we ran them streets, man. Once upon a time, we thought we wasn't gonna make it to a certain age. So rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Happy birthday, young fella, man. We're gonna find the truth out. My condolences to his family and everybody. We doing this for y'all. We're trying to find out the truth. And hold up. The first story that we cover. My condolences to the Goods family also. Hopefully we get some justice over there for the first story, Alisa Goods down there that disappeared in Las Vegas. We're gonna continue covering that. She from the East Coast. She went to Las Vegas. She been missing for 10 days now. So we definitely gonna cover that story, and we're gonna see what's going on with that because that shit is weird. That shit is strange. We bring a life to this, man. Y'all rock with me. I rock with y'all. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Appreciate everybody that popped out tonight. We had a good night. I'm up out there. Smash the like button. Do me that favor. Share the video. Bring some life to this video. Share the video on all platforms. Till then, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. It's your boy Smoke News TV. If they know, they know. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.
Yeah. This is Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Let's get to it. Smoke News TV, where the truth gets revealed. Every headline getting peeled, every rumor getting grilled. Hip hop industry drama, every deal. If it's making noise, then you know I'm in the field. Smoke News TV. I sit back and wait on it. Cause the truth always rises when the smoke starts clearing. Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Breaking down the latest, every story got layers. Everybody got opinions, I'ma do the homework first. Looking past the captions, digging deeper than the surface. Cause every viral headline don't determine what the truth is. Beef, contracts, albums, interviews. Who's making power moves, who's just chasing views. Some call it gossip, I call it research. Connecting every dot before I get my first words. If it's solid, I'ma say it. If it's weak, I'ma call it. If I catch somebody moving funny, that's nasty work. Close Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smoke News TV. We back in the. No bias over here. I just call what I see. Whether legends or the rookies, everybody gets reviewed. Culture over clout, that's the code I live by. Every episode, another conversation amplified. So yo, if you're rocking with the movement, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and hype